shit. Am
Right,
I the
cue us in,
host?
Brandon.
I'm
You're
the host,
hosting this
right?
week. Yep.
Fuck. Man, I don't know how to start this week. Fuck. This is awkward. I actually didn't plan this. I'm gonna go out of this. I didn't plan. I forgot that I was host. I totally forgot. I forgot that I was host. Oh shit, I don't really have an intro to this. I guess I think that's our intro right there.
All right, cool. I'm down with that.
All right, but yeah, welcome to the Scuffcast again. This is episode I think 7 now that we're gonna be recording.
7. Oh, I didn't realize we
Yeah.
had 7
Yeah,
episodes.
we're 7 episodes, bro. Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty far. That's pretty
Yeah.
far. That's farther than I thought we'd get.
Yeah, dude. I'm your host as always, Brandon, joined by, my favorite friend of all time. Don't quote me on this, Lijxeeb.
Yeah, nice thing. Thanks for having me.
Of course. But yeah, this has been a very long time. It's been a long time since we recorded the last podcast, I'd say.
It's been about a couple weeks.
It's been a couple weeks now.
2 solid weeks, I think, maybe more.
Yeah, that's because Lijxeeb just graduated, so
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
congratulations. Congrats to Lijxeeb.
Thank you.
Yeah, so how was your graduation process, or how was it last year for you?
Dude, the graduation process, I say the process itself was rather easy. Like, commencement was pretty easy. You just gotta walk in there, sit. It was really long and boring, honestly, man. And dude, I don't know about you, but our student speaker, right? I don't know who she is, and I get her, and I can understand her story. Her story is about navigating life as a first generation immigrant student, and how achieving our dreams and achieving the American dream and that type of shit. I can understand it, but her speech was kind of, it's nothing new, right? I don't want to say generic because I think it's important still. This narrative is still important since it kind of it affects me too. But it's kind of it's kind of it's been heard before. At least I've heard it a lot of times, and so it's just I didn't really care too much about it. I felt kind of bad because I was yeah, I don't give a fuck about this person right now, which I probably should have at least a little bit, considering that she was the speaker of the student body, right? But yeah, I know I clapped, and I think her message is it's not it's not important. It was just I thought it was gonna be more motivational, but I wasn't motivated at all, and I was this was kind of boring.
Yeah, I guess I could say the same from.
how was yours? Your student body speaker? How were they?
I didn't even remember what she said, to be honest with you. I was kind of just I'm here to walk, and hey, congrats on being the top. To be here to be speaking for us, but at the same time, I don't care.
Right.
It's just damn, dude, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. I don't care though. So,
right, damn, that's crazy. Get the fuck out of my face.
That's crazy, bro. What did I ask?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, hey, did you so for graduation, right? Did you have any friends who graduated with you?
No. When I walked basically with myself. That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there was a couple who walked with me, Ant and Camry.
Yeah.
We met up with each other because we all walked together. I didn't think we were going to walk together because they're bachelors of science and I'm bachelor of arts, but they actually walked with me. We actually walked together because I guess we're just bachelors of college of letters and science or whatever it's called. We're all together. So bachelor of arts and bachelor of science all walk together. And so we actually walked. Even Peter walked with us. He wasn't with us because he had to go to the other line at the beginning because our last names, right? We're all in the later half of the alphabet. He was in the former half of the alphabet, so we were all separated. But he could have just sat with us and we could have walked together. So it was really I don't know. I was like, it was a fun time. I sat right next to Cam. Anthony almost sat next to us, but then like they cut off the line of the seating right where he was, and so he was sitting alone. But so he got isolated. He's a little sad boy ahead of us. But like yeah, me and Cam just sat next to each other, and then when we went on the when we got showed up on the big screen, we got put on the jumbotron, bro.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Did you guys do anything weird? Or like
no, we were trying not to look like idiots. I should have done something weird. It would have been hella funny to do something weird, but I did not. I was like, you know what? I'm graduating. I'm not gonna look like an idiot now.
Yeah, someone on my I think someone during mine, I think they T-posed or something like that, or like he just like stood there. He looked at the camera for like a good like 9 seconds after he grabbed the whatever it's called.
Oh, the diploma.
The diploma thing. He just looked at the camera like deadpan. Looked at the camera. So,
dude,
that was pretty
if
funny.
I could flip, I would have flipped after.
Yeah.
If I could flip, I would have done a flip on stage. But thus I cannot flip.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. That's one thing I missed. It's just that I didn't get to walk with anybody. So that was very unfortunate. Wasn't as.
Did you graduate summer or winter?
No, I graduated in the winter, but then I walked in the summertime. So.
Okay.
So yeah, or I walked in the fall commencement instead of the winter commencement.
No, this is so you walked in the
not the spring commencement,
you walked in December?
but in the winter commencement. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking about we actually have a couple buddies who like who would have graduated with you, but I guess you walked different.
Yeah, it's all right though. It is what it is. But yeah, that was it wasn't. Did it play any music where you guys walked?
I don't remember. Well, they had like the live band.
Yeah, were they playing
like,
that while you guys were like walking on stage?
Kind of, but I don't remember. It was really long. I was just first, and like honestly, we were like where we were sitting, we were closest to the front, and so we actually got our walked. We were actually one of like. We were like in the first third to walk, and so we were just like standing the whole time. And I was just thinking about how I wanted to sit because my shoes don't really have the much. The shoes I wore did not have as much padding as I would have wanted, and so standing for like 30 minutes was like really exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't play any music for us. I think I told you about this, right? Or like, we literally like walked up with like. One or two parents cheering on for their kids, and like no one else was saying anything. It was like hella awkward because like you'd be like Brandon Lee, and then you hear like a couple people cheering for me. I'm like, who are you guys? Like, I don't. That's not my mom and dad. So I don't know.
Right.
So it'd be funny, and then like some random people, like some other people, would just walk up and also be like. Yeah, that's my son. And then like no one else to say anything. And there's like no music playing in the background or anything too, so it's just like awkward silence of you walking up to like the chancellor and everything. It was just
yeah, that's hella awkward, bro. That's hella awkward. Like we actually had people cheering like around for everybody, and like actually my whole family was there basically, so I had like 8 people cheering for me, but like yeah, that's for what you're saying. That sounds hella awkward. Must be because like the COVID protocols and everything. But like, that was hella awkward. That sounds hella awkward, dude.
Yeah, it was. It like compared to my high school, graduation ceremony. I'm like, dude, this is so dead. Like, no one's like happy. It feels like everyone's just sad. Or like everyone's just like, oh, thank God this is over. It wasn't like it wasn't really joyous. So
right.
But yeah,
but honestly, dude, I'm just glad that the speeches that all the people who made, all like the important people on the board they were making weren't super long, like, cause like when I went to my sister graduated from like Twin Cities, right, and I went to her graduation. Oh my God! Not only were their class size like 3 times as big as like ours, but they had like twice as many speakers, and oh man, all their speeches were so boring, and like I literally, dude, I fell asleep halfway through like the speeches because I was like, dude, fuck this shit, man, that's so tiring. Like, I could not hear what they said at all.
Yeah, I think it's just when it comes to like really big classes, I don't really quite enjoy like the speeches they do because it's like, yeah, I get your point, but at the same time, I don't really like. I'm just here for my, the people that I want to see graduate. Though, like,
can I just leave?
Yeah, some of these ceremonies take over like. If it takes over more than 2 hours for it to complete, that's when I'm kind of like, okay,
yeah, fuck that, dude, fuck that.
I'm gonna just.
Yeah, ours was like, I think the ceremony itself was like only an hour. I think there was like a lot of waiting in between, but like it was only like an hour itself. I think for our ceremony.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine was like.
It could be maybe it could have been longer. I don't remember the time frame, but we were there. I think we were there. We were supposed to be there around like.
Just the 11 o'clock one, right? 11 a.m.
No, it was 9.
Oh,
we started at 9. Started at 9 and it went till, but then we didn't actually get going until
to like 10 or something.
Like, cause we were supposed to get there at 8:15.
Yeah.
And then it started at 9. I think we started a little late. Like it was like 9:15, I think, when we actually started the actual ceremony, because we had to walk everybody in, right? So it was like 9:15ish, 9:20 when they actually started the ceremony, and then I think it went on until like so I guess it was actually closer to like 2 hours, but that's only because like it was like the whole student body of like masters. We had some master students. We also had like graduates for like the Fox, the tech.
Yeah, all the like
school
the
now, right? So the tech,
all the schools around.
So all that.
Yeah, they come to the graduation.
Yeah, like and like Fond du Lac, everything. So like we had all those guys, all those people come in and do theirs as well with us. So yeah, so commencement was a little bit long, plus like the speeches, but like yeah, it was okay. Like the only thing I wish they could have done was like say the names a little faster. Cause like I was like I said, I was like one of the first third, like the first third that went, right. And so like, heck, we could have been probably more than the first third, maybe like the first quarter. So even like we were even like closer to the front, but like it was like so we had to stand for so long, and I was so tired of standing. I was like, I don't know, I just not want to stand there in those dress suits. I was like, I should just wear tennies.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, the commencement was okay, Yeah, it could have been a little better, but I understand it was during COVID. And yeah, I probably should have walked with our other friends like Louis and them. I should have, because I did graduate at that time, but I just didn't know I was going to graduate, so it would have been a little bit more memorable. But yeah, it is what it is. I had my diploma now, so I'm not too stressed out. But yeah, speaking of you graduating, don't you also have a trip to Germany as well?
Yeah, actually, I decided to take a study abroad, so I'm technically graduated, but doing a study abroad to Germany as like my last class, and it's actually gonna happen as of recording within the next 3 days. I'm gonna leave to Germany, so yeah, within the next couple of days, I'm gonna head over to Germany for about 2 weeks, and it seems to be, I can't really exactly say it's gonna be a fun trip, because we're gonna learn about Holocaust stuff, and gonna go visit some Holocaust memorials. So, I don't know if fun is the correct word, but it'll be very educational, and it'll be very, I think a very a good learning trip. Like, I think there will be time for fun, but the trip itself is not. I don't know if it will be fun, like just in general, like, because of the scope of the topic, right? Because it's a really dark, very negative topic that we're covering. So I don't want to go out there and say that the trip is gonna be fun. It's not a fun trip, but I think it will be, in terms of a learning experience, an enjoyable learning experience. I want to say.
He's saying, "I'll put the fun in funeral." You know what I mean, fellas? Come on. Come on, fellas. Come on, let's have fun here. Come on.
No.
Holocaust,
dude, actually, talking about
no, I'm just playing.
Nah, dude. Actually talking about the Holocaust, right? So we're actually gonna not just go to Germany. We're actually gonna go to the Czech Republic as well.
Okay.
So as we're gonna get there, we're actually gonna go from here. We're gonna go over to, I think we're gonna lay over in like London, and then from London we're gonna go to Prague, and we're gonna be in Prague for the first like 3 or 4 days, and then after we do our work there, we're gonna head over to Berlin for the rest of the trip.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. I know one of the spots we're supposed to visit once we're in Germany is like Sachsenhausen. It's like the big concentration camp near Berlin. I remember like I don't know exactly where else we're gonna go. I don't remember. I don't have anything memorized. But yeah, dude, it looks to be like a very interesting trip. Never been out of the country before, so this will be a first for me. And apparently the airlines we're going on is I think like the British airline, so it's supposed to be really good. Because apparently American airlines suck, but British, the European airlines are pretty decent, and no, apparently Asian airlines are the best. I can't say I have any experience with Asian airlines. Same. But apparently they're supposed to be the best. But yeah, we're gonna go on like the British Air or something, so it's supposed to be pretty good in terms of food and like quality of like the flight. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know what I'm gonna do on the flight there because I forgot how long the flight itself is. But considering that we're gonna be flying against the are we gonna fly? Yeah, fly like in the same direction as the Earth rotation. I think it's gonna take forever to get there. It's probably gonna be like a, and there's like a big time. There's like a big time difference. Flight probably for you. Yeah, I don't remember how long it is, but I'm just gonna plan to charge my Switch and just play Pokemon. What's the new one? Arceus. Legend of Arceus. I'm just gonna play that game and finish it on the way there. I'm about like halfway done with that game, so I think that time frame I'll be able to finish the rest of the game.
So when you lay over in London, are you gonna be able to go into London, or is it just gonna be at the?
I think we have like a couple hours. I think we have like 1 or 2 hours in London, so we have time to not explore far, but do something.
Yo, grab a London beer, bro.
So I might do something. What?
Grab a beer in London.
A London beer.
I heard it's really. I heard.
I might, dude. I'm gonna try. Dude, actually, I'm so excited to try beer in Germany because Germany is supposed to have really good beer. And you know me, I like beer. Beer is a fun. Beer is very fun. Dude, actually, talk about alcohol. The legal drinking age in Germany is like I think 18 or 16 or something. So there's a lot younger than us in here in the U.S. But like for like quote unquote legal reasons. They were like, yeah, we had to sign a contract where we said, oh yeah, we will not, like, if we're under 21, which most of the class is, I think one guy's 20. They're like, we will not drink alcohol in Germany. So everybody was like, fuck that, dude, we're gonna drink. Like, and our professor was still like, yeah, you know what, I'm not supposed to drink, you guys, but as long as if we're having like a easy day, like one of the days where we just have free time, yeah, I'll grab like one with you guys. Just don't take pictures of me because I can't be seen. Legally can't be seen to you guys drinking. But yeah, like no, it seems to be really fun. Hopefully this comes out way after the trip so nobody gets in trouble.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, hey, Lijxeeb, is this your podcast, the Scuffcast? Is this your photos?
They won't know. I'm not that popular.
Is this your photos?
But
this your man's?
No,
this your man's?
No, but yeah. So like, yeah, we're all looking forward to the trip. We're all looking forward to like being in Germany. Cause like I was like listening to a lot of the people in class. Some of it's for sure. There's like at least 2 of us who have finished this semester, so this is like the last time we're gonna be in school. A couple people are in their last year of school, so like next year, so this is like, so after this year they will be basically done, and so they're all doing like you know how our school has to do like an internship.
Yeah.
And so like one guy who's next to me, he's doing an internship. There's actually a guy from Stevens Point who's going to class, who's going on this trip with us, because his brother goes here. And like so apparently if you're in the UW school system, you can go on any other school, you can go to any UW school's study abroad trips. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I did not know that either, dude. Know how many study abroad trips we could have like looked at and gone to, like that were interesting? Like, dude, literally like Madison has so many cool sounding trips. I don't know, because like they're bigger school and everything, but like I don't know, man, like study abroad is interesting.
Yeah, I do.
Anyways, yeah, I'll be in Germany for about 2 weeks. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I do wish I did a study abroad program, especially with all the loans I fucking took out. Right. I definitely should have taken advantage of that. Um, Definitely the one that went to Japan. I should have taken it because of the lockdown in Japan for like 2 years. You couldn't go there after.
I heard they just opened
COVID.
up. I heard
Yeah.
they just opened up or are just opening back
They
up.
just opened up, and it's very very strict on like the tour on the tours. What they sent, it's like it's almost like a paid tour. You know, like you can only go to certain places, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, unfortunately, I should have definitely, taken advantage of that. But at least now, I can try this. At least I can now. I have more information on like where I want to go, and what places I want to explore as well too. So.
Yeah, dude. One thing I wish I would have done better. Looking back, right? One thing I wish I would have done better was using my refund checks, right? Like looking back, I feel like if I were to use my refund checks better, maybe instead of just like using it as like a fallback for like paying rent and shit, and just actually saving that up, I feel like I would have been able to like just pay for this trip in itself, and honestly, like, oh man, dude, thinking back, I feel like I should have went on like a study abroad trip way earlier in my academic career, because I know we had a couple friends who've gone on study trips, especially like Asian countries like Korea and Japan, right? They say they have so much fun over there, and like their trip actually is on topics that could be fun. Like mine's on the Holocaust, but they actually did other stuff that was for like not just like 3 weeks, like 2-3 weeks, but like for like a whole semester, so like 14 weeks, and so it's like that seems fun as hell. I know Tevin, he went to Spain for only 3 weeks, but he had a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Some of the trips seem really cool, really fun. Plus, like, I don't know if you know this, but you know that our school has like a sister school in Japan, right? And so like, I don't know if they still run the program because of COVID, but a couple of years ago they would run the program where you could go over to Japan over the summer and like just teach English, because you know how they have like a primary school like tri-semester school system or something, where they don't have like they have like school year round, but they have just a bunch of like vacations.
Yep.
Or like that,
I watch anime.
So they have like 3 semesters.
I watch anime.
Okay.
Yeah, I know this.
But so you can go, so for like the summer semester you can go over there, right? And then you can like teach English, and then you go and you teach English or something, and then that's like a full ride thing. I think like the only thing you gotta do is like make sure you have enough money for yourself, but like you have like a place to stay. Your trip there is basically fully paid. You're paid when you're over there, I think, as well. And basically you just gotta make sure you have your day-to-day living situation down. But I heard Japan is really like cost of living, like outside of rent and everything, the cost of living in itself, like just food, is very cheap apparently.
Yeah.
And so like it's super easy to take care of, and like that seems super fun. Like I wish I would have taken advantage of that.
Yeah, that's something I definitely do regret too. There's a lot of opportunities in school that I probably should have taken advantage of, and unfortunately, it's just due to money reasons, like, and just other priorities I had. I just couldn't do it. But it is what it is. Can't really complain too much about it anymore. But yeah, definitely, I do want to travel outside of the U.S. because I don't think I've ever gone anywhere other than from the states around us. Not even Michigan, but like Chicago and Minnesota to California, and that's it. Like that's, and Nevada. That's like the only states I've ever been in. And then all those trips, I've never done it just like as like a trip by myself or with friends. I've always done it with family. So I definitely do want to go like abroad, or just go into different states and just travel and have fun.
Yeah, I agree. I want to travel more too. Like, I don't really travel much, but it always seems super fun, right? To go travel. I just can never like commit to like saving up and like planning it properly. Like, I've traveled to a couple states. I've traveled to Minnesota. Obviously, that's an easy one though. Like, damn near everybody's been to Minnesota.
Anything's a driving distance. Like, yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, like and then like Illinois, but I've been to Arkansas, and I guess I've been to the states between Arkansas and like Wisconsin. You know, heck, I even peeked into Oklahoma for like 20 minutes. But yeah, like besides that, I haven't really traveled much. Like I can't really say I've traveled much for fun because even like my trip to Arkansas, I couldn't say we went for fun because that was back when I was like in 3rd or 4th grade. My parents actually bought land down there, and they wanted to move down there to move on to like a farm and just like live like kind of like off a farm and do like some like cattle farming or like chicken farming because they're like, because my dad was like, yeah, I don't want to work factory anymore, I want to like do other stuff. And I was like, you know what, let's give a hand at farming, right? And so he had a whole plan. He went down there. He has some distant cousins down there, and then they had land. So he bought land in their town, like close, like not too far from where they live, like maybe 20 minutes from where they lived. And then like he bought about 40 acres, and he was gonna go down there. He was committed, but he couldn't convince my great grandpa to go because my great grandpa was like a shaman, and he had a lot of family over here, especially in Sheboygan area. And so he was like. And so my great grandpa didn't want to go with us because he was like, yeah, it's too far from anybody. He didn't want to like distance himself from the rest of his family. And then on my mom's side, my mom wanted to also be close to her parents as well. She didn't want to be super far like away. And so all in all, my dad was just like, yeah, he can't like he wanted to, but he couldn't exactly go because of family obligations and everything, so he just decided to give up. So I feel bad. Feels bad he didn't give up on his dreams.
Yeah.
But yeah, like yeah, my dad decided to just sell the land after a couple years. But yeah, we went down there when I was like in 3rd or 4th grade. It was like in the summer between 3rd or 4th grade, I think. And we went there. We did some land renovation. We cleaned up like where the house was supposed to be because when the original owners moved from that area, they took the house with them. So there's just like foundation, and so we cleaned that up. There was like a big barn we cleaned up. We also cleaned up the driveway and like cleared up a lot of stuff, and we put up like some barbed wire fencing. So it was but you know, as a kid, and then we went there, and like my younger brother was supposed to go with us, or he had the possibility to go with us, but the day before we got into a very like we got into an argument, like either the day before or like a couple days before, we got into a bad argument. And so like so my mom got mad at us for getting into argument, so they decided to not take him anymore. So I was alone. They took me alone there, and like I didn't have anything to do on the way there, so I was bored as hell. And I was like the only kid because I think I went with my mom, my dad, my mom's parents, so my grandma and grandpa from my mom's side. And so there was like 5 of us, but like 4 adults and one 3rd grader. So I was like, the fuck the 3rd grader gonna do, right? And so I was bored as hell. When I got there, luckily my dad's cousins, they had they had kids, right? They had kids, and they had like kids who were like close to my age.
Yeah.
I think they were a little younger than me, like by a couple years, but you know, at least they were like close to my age. So when I was over at their property and I was like hanging out with them at their house, I had stuff to do and I had people to hang out with. But man, when they took me to the property, it was so boring, and plus they didn't want me to wander around, right? Because you know, I don't know if we had snakes on our property, but you know, snakes is probably something to be worried about. Plus, like, you know, just like it's just like open fields and shit, and they're like, you know, they didn't want me getting lost or anything out there. It's only 40 acres. It wasn't like there was any like big obstructions, but I don't know, they didn't want me to wander around, and so I didn't get to do shit. And so it was like the most, like, it was cool and it was kind of fun at some point, but it was like overall a very boring trip. And plus we rode a car down, so like it was just like a really long car drive, and I was just, you know, I just slept the whole time, man. It was so boring. It was such a boring trip as a kid, because like the trip there and the trip back were so boring because you can't do anything. It's so boring. There's nothing to do. I didn't have anything. I didn't have, like, at the time, I don't think I even had my Game Boy yet, so it was like nothing to do. Then like my dad was like, yeah, when we took your cousin the first time, he counted the bridges. You should count the bridges too. I was like, okay, I'll count the fucking bridges. Like, no, that's so boring.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny. Yo, count the bridges.
But But yeah, and that's my experience traveling, dude. I'm not a well-traveled person. I want to travel more. I definitely, if I'm trying to find a job, so as soon as I find a job, I can make some money, save up, boom, gonna travel more.
Yeah, definitely. Same here. Like, I have money
Like,
saved up.
what's the destination? What's the destination you really want to go to?
Japan. Like, right now, like, actually, I do want to go to Japan. Like,
Anywhere specific?
obviously Tokyo, because it's just everything is just condensed in that in the city of Tokyo, and there's like a lot of things to do there.
Yeah.
I've been watching videos on that, and like there's like so many interesting places there, and I definitely want to go visit there. But I also want to go to Hokkaido, which is like all the way up north in Japan.
Yeah,
Because of the the snows and the onsens where they have like an outdoor onsen where like it snows.
Are you gonna onsen with the monkeys?
Yes, I seen that video. Like the monkeys that are there. I'm like, dude, that actually looks pretty cool.
That's cool. But monkeys kind of freaky, man. Monkeys kind of freak me out.
Hey man, that's all you know about them. They won't
I
bother
won't
you,
lie,
bro.
monkeys kind of freak me out, dude. You can't trust them. They're shifty.
They move too much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, especially like, dude, honestly, dude, monkeys freak me out. Especially like in like Southeast Asia or something, or India, where like they have those little monkeys who are like fucking ravenous and shit. Like I know when my sisters, they went to Thailand a couple years ago. They went to this one these islands that have a bunch of monkeys, and you're not supposed to have any food on you, because if you have any food on you, they will fucking attack you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, fuck that, dude. Fuck. Yeah. I heard the monkeys in Japan are actually pretty chill, but like, dude, you can't trust them, man. You can't trust them.
Man, I know your cousins down south, though. They're crazy. Your cousins from Thailand, man, they're fucking crazy. But
yeah, dude, the Thailand monkeys are crazy. Like they're small. They're like small, but they're not that small.
Yeah,
they're like the size of like a cat, right? They're like the size of a cat, maybe a little bigger. But yeah, like they're ravenous. And like, so if you forgive the food, obviously they're gonna eat everything, right? There's a lot of them, so they're gonna fight for it. And then when you run out of food, they're gonna keep attacking. Like that's why you never feed wild animals, because like, if you feed one or two only, and like, and you're able to keep only feeding one or two, and you always have food, right? Then you'll be okay. But if you feed like a bunch, right, and then like you run out of food or you don't have enough food, they'll start attacking for food, because like, it's just like crazy. Plus, apparently, like monkeys, giving food away is a sign of like subordination. And so when you give food to like a monkey, it'll think that it's better than you.
Damn, that's crazy. This is why we call you professor with degree, bro. No, it's
No,
okay.
actually,
Your name has changed from professor without degree to professor with degree.
With degree, I do have a degree now. You're right. I do have a degree now.
We have to retire that name now. That name actually has to be retired.
Oh yeah, retired.
Yeah.
There's evolution in my name.
Evolution, bro.
I'm digivolving.
Digivolving. Yeah, dude. But yeah, other places I do want to visit is like Thailand as well, like Southeast Asia in general. I definitely do want to go visit there, because honestly, I wanted to go and I had a couple of chances with my parents, but then they were like, "Oh yeah, sorry, you don't have your passport, so nah, you can stay home."
Oh, so they didn't even wait for you to like get one, or
they didn't even tell me they were gonna go on a trip to
Oh,
Southeast Asia, and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna go on this trip, like a couple of months away from here. We're not gonna do anything for you though. You can just, work." I'm like, "Oh, okay.
Good luck, bye."
Yeah, I'm like, "We need you to watch over the house when we go have this vacation for like 2-3 weeks." I'm like, "Oh, okay, I can stay here at home."
That's sad.
Yeah,
That's
it's
sad.
like it's whatever. But see, I mean, now that I can technically plan my own trips. I could go wherever I want. Plus, I have my passport now, so.
Right.
And
Dude, let's totally plan a trip, dude. Let's totally plan a trip. I don't know who all has the passport, but hey, man, get your passports. Let's all go.
for real.
Hey, I don't know when this is gonna come out. But if any of our friends are listening, hey, hit us up. Who you have a passport? Hit us up. Let's make a trip.
We'll try not
2023.
to
Let's make a trip.
Let's try to make it as cheap as possible for everybody. Because I know everyone's a little broke too. So if there's more people, the more
they got a year. They got a year. They got a year. Save up.
Yeah.
No, but for me, like a destination I really want to go to, in the U.S. there's 3 places I want to visit for sure. I want to visit like so Nashville. I want to go to Nashville because I want to try actual Nashville chicken from Nashville. Because might as well, right? I love fried chicken. Nashville is supposed to be the place for it, so I'm gonna go to Nashville. Seattle is supposed to have amazing food. Seattle is supposed to be like a really big food hub in the United States, so I would love to go to Seattle. Seattle, Washington. Yeah, I don't know if there's any other Seattle, but Seattle, Washington is the one I want to go to. And then I also want to go to Hawaii. Hawaii seems fun as hell. I heard it's not cheap. I heard Hawaii is pretty expensive, but Hawaii seems fun as hell. I want to go to Hawaii. I think that would be a fun trip to go to Hawaii. For me, international trip, I want to visit Spain for sure on an international trip. I think I would like to visit Spain. This might sound funny, but like I learned that you take like language classes in middle school, right?
Yeah.
I took Spanish, and one of the videos we watched was like a documentary on these like Americans who went to Spain for like a cultural thing, and they were like discovering the culture in like Spain. And there's this one restaurant in, I forgot where, but it's like in the middle of Spain somewhere, and they sell this like this roast pig that's like super crispy but super tender as well, and you could cut it with a plate, right? Now this documentary is pretty old, and since middle school I'm 24, so that's about 10, that's more than 10 years, right? That's like 12 years since middle school. You're like 12, right? And so like that's like anywhere from like 10 years, like at least 10 years. The documentary is at least 10 years old, probably older, most likely older. I don't know, like probably 15, I don't know, but like so I don't know if that restaurant's even around anymore, but I would love to find out where that restaurant was and go visit it. It's because I was like, dude, I like roast pig, and if it's tender enough where you can break it with just like a plate, nice. I would love to go visit there.
It does sound pretty good.
So that's a bucket list place for me. I don't know where it is. I gotta find the documentary. I just randomly, 12 years later, hit up my middle school Spanish teacher, but like, hey, I had your class like 12 years ago, in middle school. Do you remember that documentary you showed us where they went around Spain? And how awkward did that conversation?
I don't think it'd be that awkward. It
might be awkward for me.
Yeah, unless they don't work there anymore. So.
They might not.
Yeah.
She was pretty old. She might be retired by now.
Yeah. It'd be more awkward. You just hit her up on her personal cell phone and everything. Like, hey,
right.
I went to your school. You know that one video you showed in class?
Yeah.
That would be a little bit more
I don't know.
awkward.
I found that would be so awkward. Yeah. But dude, actually, know what fucking sucks? So when I was in middle school, that teacher, she said that like, I forgot how many years passed since they stopped doing that, but apparently 8th graders used to be able to travel, like study abroad as well. And like I don't know how they approved it, right? I don't know how it was I don't know how it was approved, but it was like but like I think it was like 2008 was like the last year they allowed it or something for like my middle school. But like they took middle schoolers to Costa Rica, like 8th graders.
Whoa.
They would take them to Costa Rica over it's like a couple week trip, or like a 1 or 2 week trip for like study abroad, and like that was a thing. That was a thing that 8th graders used to be able to do, right? And so it was like the cool dude. Sounds like the coolest thing to Costa Rica. She was talking about it, her trips to Costa Rica, and talking about how when they were in Costa Rica, they would be able to like get all these like freshly juiced like ice cones or snow cones or whatever, or like smoothies, and like that sounds so fun. That sounds like such a fun trip. But like I think like it was like 2008, they decided that 8th graders were too young to be traveling outside the country, and so they stopped letting middle schoolers go study abroad, and then that's why only like how high schoolers can go abroad right now, right?
Huh.
Like,
I know in overseas countries they allow middle schoolers or like age equivalent to middle schoolers to go. So
yeah, I don't know how that works. But like they just like, so like I think 2008 they stopped letting like middle schoolers go, and so like I definitely missed my chance for that. I mean, I didn't go study abroad in high school either, because I didn't want to bother my mom and dad with money. and I didn't have much money myself, so never could pay for those.
Yeah, the only trip
But,
I ever did was go to Chinatown when I took Chinese class in Chicago.
Yeah, I didn't even get to do anything like that. No, I didn't do anything in high school. High school was pretty boring. Like I guess I went to with like the band. I went to Chicago once. We watched the Blue Man's Crew. That was kind of fun, but we didn't. But besides that, I didn't really travel too much in high school. I really wish I did, because the band, I had the chance to go to Italy with the band, right?
Whoa.
But I didn't have money, so I couldn't go on that trip.
Damn.
And then the same year that the band went to Italy, they also went to Spain. The Spanish classes also got to go to Spain, so I could have went to Spain too, but I also didn't have money for that. And so instead of going on a fun study abroad trip for about like 1 or 2 weeks for spring break, I just worked.
Damn, bro.
At my minimum wage job. I was so sad, dude. Everybody was out having, like, a lot of people were having fun, and I was just there working.
Number one rule to solve problems: just don't be broke, man. Just don't be broke, dude. Just have money.
Just don't be broke.
Shake my head. Damn, it's unfortunate, dude. Sounds like.
Yeah.
Guess we're in the same boat. That we're just missing trips. That's it. I remember in middle school.
But
we all had to raise our own money to go to like, trips. Like there was like a fundraiser event. We had to like raise up like $1,000 by ourselves to like go to Washington D.C. or something.
Per person? Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
And
I didn't get to go to D.C.
Yeah, I'm just thinking to myself like, man, ain't no one gonna buy this bullshit from me, dog.
Right.
This is like, I don't know who I would sell this to be able to get this much money. So I was like, yeah, whatever. It's not worth it.
Right, dude. I feel like those fundraisers is so lost on like young kids.
Yeah, like I don't think
some people might help you, but like you're selling like those fundraisers like chocolates or pizzas and all that shit, right? It's like, yeah, some might help you with their family, but like a lot of times they're just like, no, fuck you, kid.
Yeah.
I'm not buying it.
That's not. Yeah, it's very rare for Hmong families to like get money for these.
Yeah.
Like,
plus it was
donations.
like, dude. Plus like personally, it was so awkward to go from house to house trying to be like a door-to-door salesman. Like, hi, I need money for a trip. Would you help fundraise? Will you help me my fundraiser to like by buying some of this stuff?
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't even say that straight right now, right? So I was like, it was so awkward to like go from house to house as a door-to-door salesman. Like, I give props to people who do that, because like,
it's
dude,
just tough, dude.
You're a nuisance. You're a nuisance. I give you props for being a nuisance.
Oh, actually, I had a job where we were basically that's what I did basically, or I was going to have a job like that. So I think this was during the freshman year, I believe. Like, before I started my freshman year of
Oh, was it? Did you work with Vector?
Yeah. Yeah.
I heard. Oh man,
Yeah.
I heard some stories about that. My sister worked with. She was gonna work with Vector too, but she went to Eau Claire, and it was bad.
Yeah, I heard.
It was like selling knives, right?
Yeah, cause so basically, I think I heard about this job through my mom, and she was just asking around, like, hey, do we? Because at the time I didn't know, I didn't have like any other job other than my hardest job, which was fast food. So, and I didn't think I needed that much money to go to college. I was wrong. On that. But I thought $300 was enough to go to college and last me a whole year.
Rough.
I was very unprepared. But before I got those $300, I didn't really look for a job, and my mom was like kind of mad at me because she's like, you need at least some money to go to college. I'm like, here, I found this job opportunity for you. I'm like, okay, and I looked them up, and then they interviewed me on the phone, I think, and they just wanted to screen me for a bit, and then they're like, okay, can you come to this place in I think it was in Plymouth, I believe. It was somewhere. And I went to the place.
You got there, they just knock you out, steal your organs.
For real. I was like a professional building. It's like a very small building, and I remember I went there, and then they were just like, "Hey, yeah, so you're Brandon, right?" Like, yeah, sure. And they're like, yeah,
sure, I'm Brandon.
Yeah, I'm Brandon. Yeah, sure, yeah, we'll go with that. But I went to this room. They made me like look at some papers and not like they showed me like a tutorial video, like what you're gonna do. Basically, you just sell knives. That's it. And I just thought to myself like, okay, they're telling me I gotta sell this to like friends and family. I'm like, dog, these are
Did you have to like buy the knives first
I
before you sold it?
I believe I would have had to done that. Be honest.
Oh man, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I didn't get that far yet because it was only just a orientation, and right from the get go about like what I had to do, I'm like, oh man, this doesn't sound that great, man. This sounds kind of ass, because you have to sell it. You get these knives and you gotta sell it to your friends and your family members too, and they're like, yeah, you get paid by how much product you sell. You get like a base payment.
Commission.
Or you get a base payment, but then that's just base, and then whatever you sell, you get like whatever percentage for that commission and whatnot. And then I remember the video, some dude was like, yeah, I remember when I first didn't sell my knives, and I was really upset because yeah, I'm happy I still got the commission, but ever since that point, I made sure I dedicate myself to sell all these knives. I'm like, all right, this still seems kind of sketchy, but
So sus.
yeah, I'm like, all right, I'll keep going through with this until till the end. They're like, so are you willing to like accept the position? I was like, I'll think about it. I'll call you back when I have my decision. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. They're very optimistic about it, but I was thinking to myself like, that shit sound like a scam, dog. It just sound like a fucking scam.
Right.
I ain't gonna do this. So that's when I found my other
I feel you.
yeah.
Yeah,
I found my other
feel you.
factory job.
I had a similar experience.
Yeah, didn't
I
you
had
have
a similar
something with
experience.
you and Peter? Peter, I think Western Union,
me
right?
Peter, we are. It was like Southwestern Union, something like that, some bullshit. So I got like, so I forgot how I came upon them, but like I got like a job opportunity from them. Basically, what similar things like you're like a door-to-door salesman, and they take you out. And they take you to like some random neighborhood, right? Like a random set of neighborhood that you have to work with, right? And you gotta go work with it. And basically, I was selling like study aids and like study books and shit, like booklets and stuff. And I had to go to house and try to sell it. But the thing was, you had to so they take you to Nashville. They actually take you to Nashville for 1 week for training. The thing that sucked though was that for that training, you had to find your own way there. They pay for your hotel, but you gotta find your own way there. You gotta pay for your own food, right? So they don't pay. So like you basically you gotta get there. And you gotta live by you gotta. That's all on you. Everything else is like the only thing include was like the training and the your hotel stay. Everything else was on you. And so like if you go there, you might have a place to sleep, but you could starve if you have no money, right? Which I did not have any money, and then once you finish the training, you had to they take you to like a random group. They put you in a random group of people, and you work under one like main district manager or some shit like that, and then you report to on a weekly basis. And for like for the whole summer, you basically have to sell these booklets to families, right? These are study booklets to families. You gotta like sell them. You're door-to-door salesman. You gotta sell them, right? You gotta sell these booklets. And the most bogus thing was, you had to buy the books first. You had to buy the books out of your own pocket first.
Scam.
Which is like, I forgot how many books you get, but it was like, you get like, I think 50 books for like $200 or something, right? You gotta buy the books first, and then you start selling them. So like, I forgot how much profit you get from selling the books, right? But like, you make a commission for every book you sell. And then like, you sell more books, you get more profit and stuff, right? And so like, and they did the same thing, like, oh yeah, when I started, I wasn't good either, and I would get really disappointed when I couldn't make a sale. But then after I learned, I just snapped, and something snapped inside me, and I just realized you don't need to make everything. You don't need to make every sale, but you just gotta know when you need to make a sale.
Yeah, you just gotta put the effort into it, man.
Right, and then I was like, yeah, it sounds easy now, it sounds doable. And I was thinking about it. I was talking to my sister, and she was like, yeah, dude, like she worked at Vector. She's like, yeah, it's a total scam, total ripoff. And like, you listen to it sounds totally like a pyramid scheme.
Yeah, it is.
So I was I was kind of sus. But I was like, yeah, it seems doable. It's like internship, I could probably make money, and I get to go to Nashville because Nashville was already at the time one of my go-to places, right? Like, yeah, and I get to go to Nashville for a week, so yeah, that seems fun. And I was thinking about it, and so over like a course of a couple of days, I was talking, figuring it out, and then like, then Peter also came upon that program.
Did you two
and
go
then,
to
so
like
we were
the
both kind of in the
right?
Yeah, we were in the hiring process, and then like the stuff was happening, and then we talked to each other, and we we're like, yeah, it seems sus. And then after we just, and then like literally we just after like I think like a 3-day period where we were like in the hiring process, we were just like, yeah, we're out. We're out. We don't want this. We don't want none of that smoke.
When the Western Union sus.
Yeah, dude, Western Union sus. So, and like, you know, even if they were like a legit thing, they did sound very pyramid schemey.
Yeah.
You know. And so I was like, yeah, I'm good. And the thing also, like, they was also didn't want to do something like this because my dad, he wasn't part of like a pyramid scheme, so to say, but he was like in a similar thing where he was like a door-to-door, like he was part of this for a while. He was because like through my uncle, he was working with I guess it was a pyramid scheme because he was working with my uncle. He got recruited by my uncle to help him sell like phone services, right?
Oh no!
And so for like a year and a half, we were under this one phone service. I forgot what it's called, but we were under this one phone service. And basically, if he sold more people and recorded more people, he can move up positions and get paid more for what he does, right? And then like, so he was like for a while, he was going around trying to like as like a side hustle to like sell phone service, right? But the thing was like, I don't know, that phone service sucked too. It was so bad. It was so bad too. Like you had no data. It was garbage. Like, oh man, it was so bad, dude. I was like, you fuck this phone service. This is worse than Sprint. We're from Sprint to that back to Sprint because it's so bad. And then like my dad was like trying, you know, he went around, he tried to recruit people, but like, you know, obviously it's a pyramid scheme. So it was a pyramid scheme. And so after a while, he's like, yeah, fuck this. So he got out of that. Yeah. He got out of that. But then, like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, pyramid scheme seems like, you know, people who do pyramid schemes, man, like, I give it props who can sell pyramid schemes, bro. Like, I couldn't do it. That sounds so much BS. I would be like, I would start puking from the amount of BS I was spewing, right? Yeah. I could not do. I just think pyramid schemes are like such a weird thing. Man.
Yeah, I have morals, so I can't really sell people on fake shit. I'm just too honest.
Right. Yeah, I have just enough morals where pyramid schemes are off the table.
Yeah. Pyramid schemes.
Just enough morals.
No, it's terrible. Stealing, debatable.
It's debatable. You need it. But pyramid schemes, nah.
Yeah, pyramid schemes, nah. We all my homies
hate. There's a specific, right? There's a specific circle of hell for people who do pyramid schemes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my parents probably fell for one too, because I remember for a time they were selling like these energy drinks, like these powder drinks where like you put water into like the bottles, and then you just shake it up, and it's supposed to give you like electrolytes so you stay like energized. And
they're selling pre-workout.
I don't know if it was pre-workout because it didn't energize me. It was just drinks. It was supposed to be like healthy drinks that make you feel better. But then when I took some, I was like, this tastes like ass. Like, this doesn't taste that great. I'll be honest, man. I'm like,
depression in a bottle.
Yeah, I think that was a pyramid scheme because I don't think my dad sells them anymore, to be honest. But yeah, it's just like, this is disgusting. I don't want to drink this. I definitely don't think that anyone else should drink this. It's literally like almost like boba type of powder, you know, that you put in. Yeah, but worse. So, but yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. Oh yeah, so going all the way back to your class that you're taking, your last class. You said you had something that happened to you recently, right?
Yeah, dude. Some class drama. It wasn't really big, and I'm being extremely petty. This dude was like,
mauling in
my pettiness is like low key unjustified. Low key, high key unjustified. So I must not like the pettiest motherfucker right now. But
the same was like mauling hella hard in the group chat. Like, damn.
Dude, I was hella mauling in the group chat. Dude, I was pissed, bro. I was like righteously pissed, dude. I was livid. But this is what happened, right? So I have this eraser and this mechanical pencil that I've been using for like the last like year and a half, 2 years. Like I've been using the same one because even though they're kind of the eraser's okay, the pencil's kind of shit. But like, you know, I've used the same one because it's not broken. Don't need to change it, right? So I've used the same one for like the last year and a half, 2 years, right? So you know what? I've used it for a while. I've grown an attachment to this particular set of eraser and mechanical pencil, right? And so like the eraser was like one of those fancy like mechanical erasers where like it's like the really long mechanical eraser, but like it's in like
those
the clicking
ones.
tube.
Okay, yeah.
You can like extend it and retract it, right? So it was cool. It was a cool eraser, right? And it's, I'm a fidgeter, so sometimes I click it, So yeah, so I lost it, right? I think I lost it on like the Wednesday, right? After class, I didn't know where I put it. And I didn't realize that I had misplaced it until Thursday morning when I went to class, and I didn't have a pencil. I didn't have a eraser. I didn't know where I put it. Right?
Yeah.
I was looking everywhere. I looked in my car. I looked in my room. I don't know, man. I looked everywhere. I looked at every single pocket of my backpack. I could not find it, right? And so I was so confused on where it was. But, I decided to just give up, buy a new eraser, the same type of eraser, buy a new eraser, and just call it a day. I was like, you know what? It's okay. You know what? It's like, I've used it for a while. It's still had a good amount of eraser left to it, but it's gone. It's gone. Nothing I can do about it. I'm good, right? And so on Friday, I came in, and we have a written test on Friday. And then we come in, and I sit down. The dude sitting next to me, he has like what looks to be the exact eraser and the exact pencil that I had, right? I was like, oh shit, did I leave it here? Is that mine? It has to be mine. It looks exactly like mine. But I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna press the issue because one, I don't know how common of the pencil I had, because I got that pencil. That pencil was like from a pack that I got all the way back from high school. So like it's old. It's an old pack. I don't know how many are being sold, but it was a very common pack. I think I bought the pack from like fucking Walmart. So it's a very common pack, right? Anybody could probably have a pack like that. So I was gonna press the issue. I was like, you know what? If it's mine, that would suck, because I really did like them. Right? They're not like unique or anything. I just, I have a special attachment for when it's mine, right? So if I was mine, fuck it, man. And if it wasn't, and in the case that it wasn't mine, I'm just being overly was in tune to that, then it's whatever, right? And so I was like, I'm not gonna press it. And actually, another thing was that that guy, he never had a pencil or pen or pencil before. He only takes notes on a computer, right? And so he's never had a pen or pencil at all before or anything. So this is the first time seeing with any physical writing utensil. So I was like, so that's also why I kind of like looked at it right away, like, oh damn, that is exactly like my shit. But I wasn't gonna press it because they're very common items. They're not like they're unique. They're not like they're specifically unique that I bought them in like from a unique place or like from like a really rare item, right? It's a fucking common item, dude. You can like this shit you can buy from any fucking store, right? And so I was like, I'm not gonna press the issue because if it's mine, that sucks, and if it's not mine, then I don't want to look like an idiot and be like, hey, is that mine? Because that's so fucking rude, right? And so I'm not gonna press the issue. I'm not gonna do anything, right? But like every time like he would click it, I would look at it. I was like, dude, it has to be mine. Like that shit has to be mine. And so I was like, damn. I was like, dude, so I was like, I don't know. I was just like, it's so like I was like, dude, but I was just thinking about it. I was like, dude, he's never brought a pencil in before. And yes, we did have a writing test, so it is. I was very petty, right? I was being very petty. I was actually pretty out, and like I was kind of mad because I was like that. But the kicker was, after the test finished, and he finished the test before I did. So after he finished his test, he took the pen, packed all his shit. He took the pencil and the eraser, and like basically threw it like at my spot where I was sitting, right in front of like on top, like just like in front of where my paper was, where I was writing, and then left. And so all that cautiousness, all that like kind of petty kind of mild anger got exploded because like, dude, because then like this dude, I left my pencil eraser, right? Like 2 days ago, I left my pencil eraser here. He took it with him. He had like 2 whole days to tell me that he had, 2 whole days to like at least say, hey man, you dropped this, I can give it back to you or whatever. But no, he just took it. Used it like it was his. And then even the day of the test, he could have still been like, because he didn't bring it on like Thursday, right? He only brought it on Friday, so I didn't even know he had it. So, but he still had all the opportunity to like on Friday to be like, hey man, I found these the other day, but I don't have anything to write with. Is it okay if I use it? Right? He had all the opportunity to say that, but no, he uses it like it was his, and then he just discarded it. Right? Like he just threw it back to me. Like, no fuck you. Like, no fuck. You think like, dude, you literally stole it from me. You're gonna return it? Like, no fuck you, bitch. Like, oh man.
Shit, dude.
Yes, it's very petty. It's very petty. It's very immature, very petty, right? But it's like, this was my pencil, my eraser. You took it. Like, if you would have just kept it, it's gone, dude. I lost it 2 days ago. You know, you would have just kept it. I want to have it. Fuck it, dude. Go keep it, right? But no, you returned it, and there was no sorries. There was no asking for permission to use it. There was nothing. He just used it and threw it back at me, like what the fuck? No, dude. You don't just take that like it's like if I stole somebody's car, drove it like blatantly in front of them, and then threw the keys back at them and walked away. Like, the fuck? Isn't that weird, dude?
The man's molded.
Oh man,
You're living his past trauma.
I'm actually heated, bro. I'm actually heated because like I said, like, this is very, very petty. I'm being very, very petty right now. But like, and like this wrath is probably unjustified. It's probably unjustified. I'm justifying it in my head. It's not, but it's probably unjustified. I was gonna talk to my brother. He was like, "Bro, shit like that happens, bro. Just let it go." I'm like, "Fuck you! I don't want you to be on his side."
You know,
yeah, like it's just like,
yeah. You definitely should have said, "Hey,"
but like,
bro,
I'm just saying,
"Fuck you, bitch." This is my
I should have said
yeah.
something, but the thing was, I should have said something, but the thing was like I said, I didn't really know if it was mine or not, because like I said, they're pretty common, right? They're pretty common shit.
Yeah.
They're not super unique, right? They're not super unique in itself. Like, the items in itself aren't super unique. The way I had them set up was kind of unique, but they weren't super unique in itself, right? They're pretty common items. You can buy them just about anywhere. Like, I don't know about the pencil. The pencil's kind of old. They could be out of, mechanical pencil designs change, but the eraser was pretty common. I bought it at the school store. Literally, I bought it at the school store. It comes in 3 colors. The one he had was the blue one. I recently bought the black and the purple one just in case I lost them, in case I was an idiot. But yeah, like, they're pretty common shit. So I wasn't gonna like be like, hey man, those are mine, give it back, because if it's not mine, I'm looking like a fucking huge ass idiot and a huge dick. But like, I was like, I swear, dude, it had to be mine, because this dude doesn't even use pencils, or at least in class he doesn't use any of that, And so yes, but I didn't want to press the issue, like I said, because this is the first time we had anything to actually write stuff, and this is like the first, and this is like, and so I wasn't gonna press it. Plus I already bought a new one, so I didn't really need it anymore. It was just like, the fact that he used it and then gave it back, no words, nothing. He didn't say anything about, hey, I found this. You can, I'm sorry, it took me this long to give it back to you or anything. You can have it back. He just like used it. He just threw it back and he left. Like I said, dude, like, it's not even anything. I'm just being petty because this is like my pencil that it's like the only pencil eraser that I've been using for the last 2 years. So like, when you use something that long, when the only thing you used for that long, you grow attachment to it, right? It's like a toothbrush, right? You use really of course you don't use only one toothbrush for like a year, but like I have an electric toothbrush, so the head changes, but the handle stays the same, right? So yeah, so like it's my toothbrush, right? So if someone were to take my toothbrush and then just use it and return it, that's disgusting, right? And like, that's my toothbrush, right? And so like, yes, I'm being petty and I might be being overly possessive of my items, but it's like, bro, like literally. If you would have said anything to me, man, if he was gonna return it anyways, he could have said anything, right? Now he just seems like he has like a vendetta or something. Like bro, dude, like, the fuck, like, you just fucking with me, man? Did you want to die, man? Did you want your kneecaps knocked out? Holy shit, dude.
You really should have fought the guy.
I have a new mortal enemy, bro. I have a new mortal enemy.
No mortal enemy. Dude, class.
And the thing is, he's going on the study abroad. He's in my study abroad class, and like we're supposed to have one roommate, and it's gonna be random, basically, right? There's 2 girls in our class, so they're de facto together, and there's like 2 guys who are brothers, so they're kind of de facto together, but everybody else is random. So the chance of me getting him as us rooming together is like, there's only like 10 of us in class, 10-12 of us in class, so it's like, it's pretty high, right? I hope I don't, I hope I don't get roommate because like I don't know, man.
If you do, just be petty as fuck, dude. I would just be petty as fuck, dude.
I don't want my trip ruined though. I don't want my trip ruined. I don't want to be petty the whole time.
It doesn't.
I want to have a enjoyable trip. I don't want to be petty. I don't like being petty.
You can be petty and still have enjoyable things, man. It's just give and take, man. Just give and take. Oh man.
No, but like yes, yes. This is just like petty anger and like it's totally like it's damn near unjustifiable. I don't know. It's not justifiable. Yeah. This anger is probably not justifiable by any means. I'm being probably very childish right now. but like, it was my pencil.
And I
literally spent 5. And he saw me too. He saw me spend 5 minutes looking for my writing utensil. Right? I was pretty distressed on Thursday. Right? I was like, where the fuck did I leave it? I'm an idiot. I just dropped it somewhere. Right? I was looking everywhere. I looked into I even went and looked into some of the rooms that I spent on Wednesday to see if I dropped it in there. Right? No. This dude didn't say nothing. He had it. He didn't say nothing. Right? He didn't say nothing at all.
Bruh.
Oh man. You know what? I'm thinking about it. This might be karma for the time that one of my old roommates left his headphones, and then I never gave it back to him.
Oh, you're talking about the Chinese student?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember this. Yeah.
Talking about good old Gohan.
Hey, go Gohan.
Gohan.
Yeah.
His name was Gohan. Yeah, good old Gohan. Yeah, he left because I snore too loud. Perks.
No, but yeah. So he at least he's honest about it though.
Yeah, no, like honestly though, like, so yeah, I probably could have just told him about it, but like, so this is what happened, right? Oh, yeah, this is pretty similar. Fuck you, dude. Maybe. Oh man, this is probably karma, dude. This is 100% karma because so what happened was he left after like 2 weeks. I think like maybe 2 weeks, a week and a half of us living together. He was like, yeah, you snore too loud. I can't deal with it. I'm gonna dip. So he dipped, right? He changed rooms down the hall. He took his stuff, or at least I thought he took all his stuff. I was rearranging the room, rummaging through all this stuff. I find a pair of Sony headphones. They're pretty good ones. So they're like Bluetooth Sony headphones. They're pretty good too. But I was like, they're not mine. I'm just gonna leave them here. I'm not gonna touch it. I didn't touch it at all. Right? I didn't touch it at all. And then by the end of the year, I low-key kind of forgot about him. And he never came back to reclaim them. So I just had, so there's just these pairs of headphones. And I'm like, you know what? They look pretty good. He left the charger and everything. So I was like, I guess it's mine now, right? Cause like he left it there like for a whole year, dude, for a whole year. And like, like I said, I forgot about it too, right? Like I low key forgot about it too, cause like I'd occasionally see it when I go through stuff, right? But it's like I don't know his schedule. I could have just went to his room and knocked at his room. I probably should have. Maybe this situation would have happened. Yeah. Karma.
You literally said you literally said, I'm gonna pull a pro gamer move right here.
Not even, dude. He left it, right? Like for a whole year, he left it. He never came back to reclaim it, right? And like, I guess in the same situation, he didn't know where he would have left it, where he would have lost it. He must have been freaking out that he lost a pretty good pair of headphones, So I guess I feel kind of bad. I should have probably just returned it because I do feel bad thinking about it now because I've been in it. Because now that I feel his situation,
this man
with my pencil,
literally, like I said before, dude.
But
like I said before, bro. Pyramid scheme? Now you're going to hell. Stealing?
Yeah, stealing. I didn't really steal it.
Debatable.
I didn't steal it. I adopted it. Okay.
What is stealing to you? What is your definition of stealing? You say stealing. I call it reclaiming it.
Repurpose.
Yeah, repurpose.
Recycle. But dude, okay, funny, thinking it back, this is probably 100% karma.
Came back at you, bro.
100% karma. But I didn't use it. I didn't touch it at all. I just left it in the bottom drawer of the bottom drawer of the second drawer for like the whole year. He never claimed it, and I just took it with me when I moved out. And then I only started using it the year after, right? The next year after when we moved out of the dorms, right? And then I only started using it then,
Yeah, I remember. I'm like,
I think Gohan might have still been going to our school, but I don't know. I don't think I ever saw him because we don't. He didn't like me. I don't know. I try to be friendly. He didn't like me. I don't know. For some reason, none of the international kids like me. I don't know why. Do I just have like Am I just a dick? Do I just have like RBF or something? Because like I would
don't
say hi
know.
to all. A lot of the like there was one international kid who liked me. His name was Sung something like that.
Very descriptive.
I don't-
Thank you.
fuck.
Thank you for that.
No, it's not, I think it's like something. Okay. I won't lie. We were kind of friends, and then like after a while, I found like my friend group, and I just never went back to talk with him, right? And then like and then after that, I think in our second year he got deported. Apparently he was like aggressive and like he was like active threats against his other person, so he got deported back to Korea.
Holy shit! That actually turned. Dude, that story turned a lot different than I thought it was gonna. To be honest.
For real.
Like,
For
yeah,
real.
he's a
Nobody.
cool guy, and then he got deported because he started threatening people's lives. I'm like,
He told me they were fake. He told me they were only allegations, but like he got deported. So who am I to say? I don't know.
This
But,
dude
nah,
is
man,
giving up
friends with
plays.
I'm only friends with psychopaths.
Like,
I'm only friends with psychopaths.
oh, maybe that's why they didn't like you, bro. They're like, oh, he's friends with that dude that's a fucking psychopath. I ain't talking to this guy.
Okay. Anyway.
That's probably why you had no friends
Like,
at international.
every other international person I've talked to, they're unresponsive. They literally don't talk back. I don't know, man. Like I say hi, you know. I'll be like, hey, you know, first day of school, we're in the doors. I'm like, hi, my name is Lijxeeb. I'm just going back and meeting my dorm mates, right? And they're like, they don't do anything. And every time you pass them in the hallway, you know, to go to the room, you're not even like, you're just looking straight, and they look at you like you're the scorn of the earth, like bro, do you want to throw hands or something? Like, dude, like what did I do to you? I said hi, man. All I said was hi. I walk past you, I wave. I'm a good person.
I still think they're used
what?
to being friendly. That's it. I think
Maybe,
that's it.
I don't know, man. But they're pretty friendly with other Koreans and Chinese. Like literally, all the international kids are friendly with each other. Even if like some are Japanese, Korean, Chinese, they all get together. Is it because we're Hmong?
It's probably that.
Is it because we're
honest,
Hmong?
it's
They don't
probably
like
because we
Hmong?
are.
Oh man, that's just racist then.
Yeah,
that's
they're-
actually racist. Bro.
They're just
You
they're-
bunch of
they're-
fucking Nazis. Okay.
they're sort of xenophobic, I would say, just a little bit. No, just
Yeah,
because we
Asians
didn't
are
come
pretty
from,
xenophobic.
just because we didn't come from, Asia and stuff. We're not
Oh,
international.
we're those nasty Southeast Asians.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, we're those dirty Southeast Asians. We hate them.
The hillbillies.
The hillbillies. Yeah.
Man, that's just sad, dude. This fuck them, man.
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
yeah, dude. 100% thinking back. This is 100% karma for never returning those headphones.
Most likely is. All right, I guess we can.
Yeah, anything like that ever happened? Anything like that ever happened to you? Did you ever get divine retribution?
I don't know. There's probably been like a lot of incidences, and then I'm just thinking to myself like, damn, that's unfortunate, and I just move on because.
he said, damn, I fuck you, karma. Just
No, it's like,
walks
I just
away.
think that that's tough, bro. That's
rough, buddy.
yeah. And I always got like that mentality of like, damn, well, it is what it is, man. It is what it is, you know.
Right. You give some, you take some.
Yeah, it's more like you don't take any, and you get a lot of stuff that you don't want. It's more that, more like that. It's not like a 50-50. It's more like a 10-90 kind of a thing.
1090.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Sometimes you don't get a lot of stuff
dude,
back,
Feels
but,
bad.
yeah.
Feels bad.
And the stuff that you do get back, it's not good. It's always bad. But yeah,
Get beat up, get 2 pennies.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes it just it'd be like
Yeah,
that. Sometimes it is what it is.
Yeah, I
you know?
guess it'd be. I guess
It'd
it'd be like that. Yeah, I guess it do be like that.
Yeah, sometimes you just have a bro moment in life, Just it is what it is.
Yeah. But
Oh.
oh man, dude, yeah, that's my class drama,
Yeah.
man. That's my class drama. 100% petty, 100% one way, 100% one way. But it's just like 100% karma as well,
Yeah.
most likely.
I-
But that's what happened to me, dude. That really pissed me off. That really made my I don't know, dude. If I don't get 100% on my test, it's because I was pissed off with that whole situation.
Yeah, for me, karma doesn't work in my favor until like the very, very last minute. Kind of like Did I tell you that story
You
about?
never get the good karma.
Yeah, I don't get good karma. I just get karma that just resets itself. That's it. So like back in during my junior year, I believe, I took a biology class for my degree, so I could I could fill the prereqs, and I took a very high level of biology, which I wasn't really good at. I was actually pretty shit at the class. Oh no, it was a sophomore year. Sorry, it was a very very tough course. You and our other buddy took a course similar where you guys like named like crustaceans.
Oh, was this plant biology you had?
Yeah, I have plant biology. You guys had
Yeah, I took it. I took it a couple semesters.
Yeah.
Couple semesters ago.
Yeah, it was.
I failed too.
It was not good for me. I barely passed that class.
I didn't even pass it.
Yeah.
Animal biology was so much easier for some reason.
Yeah,
Plant biology was just so hard. I just never understood anything.
I literally, for me, I took the class and the first day I woke up late, and I woke up late to the class. There. And when I got to the class, right, and then everyone was like leaving, I was like, huh, what the fuck? And then I was talking to the teacher. Yeah, my name is Brandon. I think I came a little late to the class, and they're like, oh, it's okay. What? I was like, you said your name is Brandon, right? I was like, how much did you miss the class? I'm like, I missed, I guess, all of it because it seems like everyone's leaving. And then he looked at me like, oh, okay, that's like, this is a predicament that you're in. Do you know anyone in this class? I'm like, no. Like, well,
hey, dude, hold on. You're breaking up. You're breaking up on the Discord.
Well, I don't.
Let's end the call and recall.
Okay.
Might help it. Hello?
I still hear you.
Sounds better.
Yeah.
Sounds better. Let's go.
Okay. Where was I? Yeah.
It's still a little fuzzy, but
yeah.
I think we
I was in the bio. So the teacher's like, okay, you missed a lot. Or not a lot. You missed all of it. So how about you just go to the lab portion and just ask for notes? I'm like, okay. And then when we got to the lab portion, he started talking all this stuff. I'm like, I have no idea what the hell's going on right now. We gotta name parts of the plants. We're gonna have to freaking like do all these lab tests that you have to like spell everything properly correct. And I'm like, dude, this is gonna be a horrible experience. And I didn't have any other classes to switch it out with too, so I'm like, fuck, I am so fucked. And yeah, that semester it was just like straight, like it was just bad all around. Like I barely passed it with like a D. If you could consider that even passing, it was not fun.
D's good degrees, bro.
Yeah, it was not very fun, but yeah, man.
No, I feel you. I've had a very similar situation.
Yeah, luckily, I did the one thing I never did ever in one of the classes where I want to go talk to a teacher about my tests because I literally did so bad. I'm like, dude, I have to go talk to this guy to see if I can make it up. And then I went to talk to him, right? And I'm like, hey, I need to try to see if I can adjust these scores because this is not good scores. And so I talked to him and I gave my explanation, like certain like answers, and he somehow was able to turn it from like an F to like a C minus. So
oh shit!
Yeah,
he gave
me a little clutch for me. He gave me a little clutch for me. So I'm like, oh shit. Like, okay, it's not that bad. And then I was just talking to him like, hey, how should I study this? Because like I told him like I don't understand any of this at all. And yeah, the last test we took, I got like a D something. So basically everything accumulated to just a D score in that class. And I'm happy because I should have had an F, to be honest. I should have failed that class, but I didn't. So yeah, that was good. That was it's kind of fun.
Hey, but that's good. That's some good karma right there, bro. Good karma.
I wouldn't say it was good karma. It's just that it kind of just offset each other. It was just really bad karma, and then it went back to neutral karma. Yeah. So yeah.
Just enough to give you back to neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still, it's not bad though.
Yeah. I guess we could just move on to our next topic.
Yeah. They were done with school.
Yeah. I don't really like school anymore. after leaving. I'm like, you know, life is kind of tough right now, but at least I'm not in school.
Right.
Life would have been a lot more tougher. So, but yeah, I don't know why. I forgot I put this on the list, but bad relationship advices. I forget. I think something.
What we got, or what we have gotten, or what we have given.
Well, both. Both. Yeah. I don't know exactly why I put it on the list. I forget. Something must have happened recently for me to do that. I forgot exactly, but yeah. I mean, over the years, like I've heard some very questionable advices for relationships. I'll be honest. I've also given a lot of questionable advices as well. I think the most memorable advice I think I've given out was back in high school when I used to when I used to work at Hardee's. This is one girl that used to work in the front as a cashier, and all the Hmong guys were like trying to hit on her essentially because she was cute. According to them, I thought she was pretty, but I didn't think she was like over the top or anything. You know, she was older than us, so I'm just like, oh, she's pretty. So what? She wasn't like that. Yeah, she was like a baddie or anything, you know. But I see why everyone call her like pretty cute. I'm like, yeah, I can see that, but like, she's not really my type. So, but one of my friends was like very, very into her. Well, actually, both of my friends that I was working with, they were very into her. So I'm like, but one of the dudes was like down bad. He was like really down bad. So I'm like talking to, I was talking to him. I'm like, dude, it's like, are you like talking to her or anything? He's like, yeah, I kind of am. And he's like very like passive about it. So I'm like, dude, and I gave like this is like the worst analogy I've ever given, but I'm like, dude, what I see you and her right now is like a kid looking inside like a cake shop, you know?
Oh, a candy shop?
Yeah, like a candy shop. You know, you see the candy, you obviously want it, but you're too scared to even go inside, bro. And yet here you are complaining about how you want the candy that bad. You know, I referred it to as cake though, so I was like, yeah. I was like, you know, you really want this cake, but yet here you are outside complaining about how you can't have this cake, but you just go inside, like the door's open for you, man. Like, just shoot your shot, bro. And then I didn't think it was like that, like impressive, you know. I was like, it is what it is. Like, this is like very normal advice, right? And then I go on Facebook, and then I see him post like almost word for word the advice I gave him. I'm like, oh no.
Cringe.
I'm like, no, don't do this, dog. He didn't name drop me, but like I was looking at it, I was like, no, dude, no, this wasn't good advice, dude. It's like average at best. Like, come on, man.
Don't immortalize it.
Yeah.
Don't immortalize
he
the advice. He
immortalized it on his like wall now. I was like, no, don't do it. Delete this right now. Oh man, but yeah. And to make it even more funny, to make this story even more funny, turns out she actually had a boyfriend. No one knew about because he was out of high school, and so they took her to like our I think it was like a school dance that we had at the end of the year, near the end of the year, or near the end of the first semester, and that's when. And then after that, we found out that she had a boyfriend, and everyone's like, "Oh, that's a little awkward now, isn't it?" I think my friend also took her out on a date as well too. So.
Oh, what? Yeah. She wanted to date him though she had a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, she's for the streets.
This is something like, yeah. I'm not 200% sure because it happened like a while back, so I don't really remember too much about it. Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad. But hey, now I just found out that he's a girlfriend now, so congrats to him. And I'm still single, so I guess in the end my advice did work out, you know.
He won that one.
Yeah, he won that. He won that one at the end of the day. My advice, you know,
dude.
I guess it worked out. So.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Good for him.
Yeah,
but dude, honestly, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna. Okay. I'll preface this by saying I'm not saying like I'm a good advice giver, right? I don't think I've ever given any like bad advice. I don't think I've ever given any bad advice. But
that's some copium right there. That's a copium right there.
No, like I'm not like I don't think I've ever given any bad advice. I'm not gonna say like I said, I'm not saying like I'm an amazing advice giver. Like you should not come to me for advisement, like as your first source of advisement. But yeah, I don't think I've ever given any bad advice. But I don't know if this technically isn't bad advice either. But one thing I hate is when people are like, "Hey man, just be yourself, bro." Like, no, be myself exactly why I need advice. I cannot be myself. Like honestly, man, dude, I'm a fucking idiot, man. Like, yeah, could I be myself? Yeah, I could, but like I feel like that blow all my chest because I'm smart, but I'm also a dumbass. You feel me?
The dude said, "I'm smart, but
huge but." Like,
I think
I
think you're just too nervous.
Like, sometimes, I mean, I am nervous a lot, but like honestly, dude, like a lot of times, my like social awareness is a little off. You know.
A little bit, yeah. I could see.
A little bit. You've been there at some of those times, right? When I I'm a little one track minded, right? Sometimes I don't think about everything, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I overthink. Sometimes I don't think enough, right? It's like I'm an overthinker, but at the same time I'm like kind of emotional. I'm also an emotional thinker, so sometimes they don't work They don't work, right? It's like you feel me? It's like,
I get you.
They don't work. It's weird.
I understand. Yeah. I think.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Yeah, what's up? You think?
I think it's just that. Yeah, I think you're just nervous at times. You do tend to overthink the things. That's why when I think all of our other buddies tell you to, like, dude, just act natural. I think when we say act natural, I think it's just
that is natural though. That is natural.
Yeah.
That is acting natural. That's honestly, that's 100% authentically me.
That is though.
And honestly, I don't need that right now, man. I don't need that shit right now.
I think how we see, because we're so around you so often that when you're like when you're calm and composed, that's how we see you. So that's how we see you naturally. But then we tend to block out when you're like socially inept sometimes. We kind of block out that view when we're like, dude, just act natural, dude. Like, bro, I guarantee you'll find a girl.
Like, dude, I swear that's one thing my friends never see is that like you guys think I'm talkative and everything, but that's only because I'm around friends, right? Like when I'm not around friends, dude, I'm like socially inept, bro. I'm like the quietest dude in the room. Yeah. I make one or two like not snarky, but like smart ass comments here and there, maybe. I barely talk, bro.
Yeah. That's why I think,
like, if I'm not around friends, family or friends, I don't talk, bro. I do not talk around anybody.
That's why I think when that's why I stopped saying like, hey, act natural, bro. That's why I always tell you just calm down, bro. Like don't be so nervous. That's why I said that to you now, because I think about more like they say naturally is like it's kind of a goofball, but I don't know if many people are gonna relate to this. You know?
Yeah, dude. I swear I hate when people say like just be yourself, man. Like, no, dude, be myself is so bad right now. Cannot be myself, man. Sometimes myself is not presentable.
Yeah, I think you just put a little bit too much pressure on. I think how you present yourself a little bit. That's why you become a little bit. You become a little bit like nervous at times when you talk to people. But I think you just getting to interact with more people, that aren't your friends. I think that definitely will help it out, Like for me, like sometimes like I don't mind, social interactions. Sometimes I do tend to like start the interaction, but then again, if I can avoid it, I probably will. So like if I don't have to talk to you, I probably won't. I'm gonna be honest. Like
yeah, dude. That's like say for me, like I only like for work, right? Like I'm glad that my work that the people I work with and like most places I worked with usually has like a smaller team, so I can meet so the people that I meet, I have like at least a more like standing relationship with them, right? So that we can have like, some conversations. But like even then, like if they don't talk to me, I don't usually start conversations. I low-key hate starting conversations with people sometimes because like I don't know, dude. Sometimes I can talk for a long time. That's why that's how we have this podcast. Yeah. But like sometimes I can't talk at all. Like sometimes it's like even if it's like an interesting topic, I don't have anything to say, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, cool. Like,
That's crazy.
it's a cool topic.
That's crazy.
But like, I don't. No, that's not even the type of energy I'm trying to bring, right? But that's just how I say stuff, and it's like, I'm just weird, dude. I'm socially like inept and weird. Dude. It's like I wish I was like better socializer. I wish I was I wish I was a better socializer, dude. Like I suck at socializing.
Yeah. Like there's some downsides to that, obviously too. You know, just because sometimes when you do socialize a lot too, you also tend to just be what's the word? Not unaware of like your I don't really know what the word is. I'm trying to find one, but like basically become like you can become ignorant to like sometimes like what you're doing and what you're saying.
Oh yeah, like tunnel vision.
Yeah, like okay, so this happened just recently. So my cousin just got married, right? And I went. It was all the way up in Warsaw, and I wanted to go visit them, and I met a lot of my friends from Oshkosh that we went to school with, and they're related to my cousin's husband, and so I was like, oh, that's cool, dude. It's like, oh, I guess we're all related now in a way, and then basically the day before that, my dad went to Warsaw to party with them for a bit to to set things up, and he was talking to the this is him drunk, by the way. He was talking to the green lady, and he was like, hey, you should hit up my son, he's single.
Oh no.
I'm like, when he told me this, I was like, dog, this is actually embarrassing. Like I'm like, dude, I'm so sad right now. Like I can't even have like a natural conversation because like this is how they're gonna know me first, This is the first impression of me, like, dog. This is actually depressing. Like I can't even talk to you right now because I feel so ashamed of this, and
right. And I from like I can sort of see from like your dad's demo, right? He's older, like I don't know. Your dad's not older, but like he has like that. He's like old enough where he has that like OG mentality, right?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how they did it, right? Because like the green lady and like whoever, like the other side, like that. That's kind of how it worked, right? That's how young people were supposed to meet up, like back in the old days. But like coming to like the United States, it's totally different now. So like, oh my god, if my dad did something like that, I would be like, yo, chill, yo, I don't like do that. Like I have no game. I don't need people knowing I have no game. Okay, goddamn, dad.
You know what's even more sad? I didn't even get to the sad part. That was embarrassing enough. But then when I talked to the green lady, and then I was just like introducing myself, and then I could kind of feel she wasn't very comfortable, and that's why I didn't want to talk to her anymore. Because I'm like, here's like a bunch of all these people, talking to you, and she obviously is trying to be nice for just being nice sake, And I feel bad, I don't want to look like a weirdo. I'm sorry, my bad. My family members like acting like this, because my other cousins were trying to talk to her too, but it is what it is. I ain't gonna play it, and I had a really strong intuition that I think this girl has a boyfriend. I'm gonna just be honest. She just seems like she has a boyfriend, and because I was talking to my cousin, and my dad was like, "Hey, you should let the green lady know, like, tell them to set them up together." I'm like, and she's like, "Oh, we'll see." But she sounded very not confident in that, the we'll see part. So I was like, oh no, she had a boyfriend, dude. I could tell she has a boyfriend. And lo and behold, we go to the after party, and who does she bring? It's her boyfriend.
Oh yeah, that's awkward.
Yeah, and I went to talk to my dad, my dad then talked to me about this, because we came back home. It was either the car ride going home or when the next day. And I was talking to them about it. It's like, why didn't you go dance with the green lady? I went, what? Hey, you saw her, right? And they're like, yeah. She had a boyfriend, so what? I'm like, I was like, what? It's like, yeah.
Your dad don't give a fuck, dude. Your dad's a fucking pimp, bro.
No, my dad, my mom were like, dude, it's okay. Like, so what? It's just a dance. It's not like it's gonna hurt. I'm like, dog. There ain't no way you just said this right now. You can't.
Okay, dude. Oh my god, they're so clueless. Cause like literally, he tried to set you up with her, And now she has a boyfriend. If you go ask her for a dance, that's so awkward. Not just for her, but for you, dude. The fuck? That's like, bro. That's if you would have done that, that's so out of pocket too. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, she has a man, bro. Like, back the fuck off.
That's why, like,
bro.
Dude,
That's.
I don't want to ever go to weddings anymore after this, man. I'm just like, I'm actually depressed.
You're done.
Like,
you're done.
This is like one impression.
Maybe just don't go. Maybe just don't go to the ones where your dad's there.
Yeah, I'm just like, Dad, this is. I don't ever want to be a part of this ever again, man. Please, let me be there and then talk, and then try to do it. Cause then at least I could sort of have like a shot. But he's setting me up to fail already. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Oh my god, that was so depressing, dude. Like.
Dude. Oh my god! Actually, you know what? Talking about that, that's exactly what, like, you know. I think Peter's probably saying this as a joke, but he's always like, "Hey, just because he's a goalie, W, you can't score."
Yeah, I'm like, dog.
That's probably the worst advice ever, because dude, low key, I mean, obviously, he has to be joking.
Yeah.
I swear to God, he has to be joking. But like, some people actually take that to heart. Like, some people believe that shit. It's like, no. No, what the fuck? Just because you have a goal, just because they have a goal, doesn't mean you can't score. No, that's not good advice. That's horrible, dude. You're horrible human beings.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, dude, another bad advice is like, GKS. That's the worst.
Yeah, that's even worse.
That's the worst. That's the worst. Like, bro, no, dude, are you crazy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, like, that's the worst. But like, dude, that shit don't fly anymore. Not even in the old country. That shit don't even fly in the old country anymore, bro. What the fuck you trying to do that here for?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
And dude, the craziest thing is that shit still happens here, bro. Like, dude, how?
I mean, we knew it, dude.
Yeah, we do know it, dude. We're not gonna talk about it.
We're not gonna talk about that, but
that's a different podcast.
Yeah,
that's a different topic.
That's a very spicy topic that we would, I think, we could say.
We'll talk about that another time. But like, like that shit still happens, like, bro. But like, are y'all dumb? That's like, oh man, dude. How maidenless are you?
How maidenless are you? Yes,
no bitches. No maidens.
No maidens. Yeah. It's just that's why I'm single now, because most of the time it's just very bad setups, you know. Like this is why I don't set up my homies anymore too, because I think to myself like now, like, I try to set them up to like where like it's a normal setting. Like I try to gas them up a little bit, you know. You always gotta do that with your homies, you know. Like, yeah, for real. He's a nice guy.
Boost
like,
confidence.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, you know. He has his own job, you know, and stuff like that. Like just some stuff like that. Like, just some things that make him seem like he doesn't look like a bum, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not gonna do like, yeah, this dude lives at home all the time.
Are we too bummy for you? You can't set us up anymore.
No, because I don't know anyone who's single. That's the reason why I don't know anyone single. I don't really go out anymore, so. And
that's true. Actually, for reason why I'm single is one, I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I have no game whatsoever. And then secondly, I don't do anything anymore, man. Like, I haven't gone to the bars in like a long time. Actually, I went to Vinai. I went to Vinai a while ago, but that was because I had an event there for my job, which is Shia.
Oh.
With my and so that's the only reason I was there. But like, I was like, besides that, I haven't gone to the bars in like a year, right? I literally haven't been to any bars in like a year, and so like, it felt so weird.
Have you gone to any parties?
It felt so weird to be at Avina. What?
You've gone to any like parties outside of like your family?
Oh, parties? I've been to like a couple parties, right? But like, so my cousin, he had a house party a while back, and I went to it, and I felt so out of place because I haven't gone to like, that was like the first party I went to in like a while too, right? That wasn't just like a friend hangout, like an actual party, and I felt so weird. I was like, dude, I don't know how to navigate this party scene. One, I'm older than everybody else here. I'm like, because everybody's at least 2 years younger than me, so they're like 21, 22, and I was like 24, right? And I'm 24, so I was like, so everybody's like at least like 2 years younger than me, right? Which isn't that big of a difference, you know. Obviously, only 2 years, not that big a difference, but like, because they're 2 years younger than me, they were like in their own clique basically, and I didn't hang out with like many. I knew like a good amount of them, but I didn't really hang out with any of them, so it was kind of awkward, right? And then two, I didn't know how to. I don't know how beer cases operate anymore, right? Because you know it's different when you bring a case to your friend's house. But when you go to a party, it's like who operates who can operate the beer, right? Like, is it only like what's the house rule?
Yeah, like
is it
whose
only
case is this?
is it only the is it only like the birthday boys who can do it? Is it only like the owners? Is it the person who bring the case? Like, I had no idea how to operate any of those beers anymore, right?
Yeah.
And so that's why when we did like the when we had that party at Ant's place, I was just glad that half the people there were my friends already, you know. And I had an inlet inside because like, dude, like when I went to that thing, like, yeah, I knew like a good amount of them, but it's like I wasn't that close to them. The only one I was really close to was like my cousin, and so I was like, I felt so awkward. I was
Should have
like,
invited me,
what the fuck
bro.
I'm doing here?
Should have invited me, man.
I should have. It was like, I should have, but I was like, I didn't know I was gonna be at the party until like an hour or two before the party happened.
Still should have done
My
it,
cousin
bro.
just hit me up. My cousin just hit me up, and be like, "Hey, we're having a party at my place. You want to come through?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'm in town. I guess might as well."
I still would have came through. An hour drive is
Maybe.
nothing to me. I think it's like roughly like
Maybe
an
I
hour and a
should've.
half. So,
Yeah, hour and a half.
but
Hour and a half.
that would have been a fun night.
Maybe.
I would have been able
Actually,
to.
I
I probably would have been able to
going to
introduce you to people or just let you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually ended up going over to Fondi for to hang out with some of my other friends.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's crazy, dude. Shit.
yeah. But yeah, dude, that's why I'm single. I'm just like socially inept, bad, just no game, and just don't know any single ladies. I just don't know any. Yeah, like I just don't know. I don't know anybody anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to. I think it's hard now, is because everyone has their own circle now, and like.
Right, dude. Like I
You
think
too-
my social life peaked 2 years into college.
Yes, that's kind of true, to be honest.
Yeah, cause like after that, I stopped being as social. Like, yeah, I still meeting new friends, like new people, and I don't know about friends, but I still meet new people here and there, right? But it's like, dude, I do not meet people at the same in the same pace as I did like sophomore year in college, bro.
You just met people like, oh, I'm hanging out with you now, you know.
Dude, literally, I met like somebody new every I met somebody new every week. I met somebody new every week, bro.
Yeah. I remember that time where you just talk to somebody and then you're friends with them because you see them like every single week.
Right,
And
you
then,
see them like
yeah.
you go out every week at the bar. You see each other every time at the bar.
And you
These
just buy
different
each other
friends.
drinks and then just have fun, you know.
Right. Like I could probably still do that, but I just don't do that anymore because I don't go to the bars anymore.
Yeah, I like me too. Like I could probably there's some people where I'm not really good friends with them, and I could probably like ask them like, "Y'all do anything?" And I probably still could go through, you know, have fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm also antisocial as well too. So I may not seem like it. I don't know if anyone really notices it or not. Because usually when someone invites me to stuff, I usually go to it. So, but
I don't know if you're antisocial, but you're definitely kind of introverted.
yeah, I don't
You
really.
have a limit. You have a limit to your extrovertness.
Yeah.
Like from what I see is like, right, your first 2 years of college, right, when we first became friends, started partying a lot. That was something new, so you kind of like started doing that a lot. You kind of got like relished in that newfound fun habit. Like me too, right? Because I relatively like I'm kind of like also kind of a slightly introverted. Like, you know, I can be social, and like we're like, especially when I'm drinking, I'm pretty social when I'm drinking, right? But like if I'm sober, I'm pretty quiet, right? And so it's like, unless I'm with friends or family, and so it's like, yeah, it's like so I can understand where you're coming from. We're like, it's like we're not antisocial. It's not like we go out of our way. I mean, unless you do go out of your way to not meet people. I don't go out of my way to not people. I just don't meet anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I try.
Yeah, like I don't think I eventually went out of my way to not meet anybody. Like, I don't think I did that. Well, yeah, I don't go out of my way to not meet anybody. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, I don't purposely try to dodge anybody. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't try to actively avoid conversations. You know.
Yeah, like I don't actively look for it, but I don't actively just look away from it either. You know, I just, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah. If I do get bored, I usually do interact with people and just like, y'all have a good night. And like, well, like, so how y'all been? Especially people I haven't seen in a while. Like, I usually try to catch up with them because this has happened just recently, this past week. I had a couple of buddies of mine that I haven't seen one of them in like maybe 5 years, since high school essentially. And so I caught up with him and just asked him like how he's doing, because I think he just got married, or not just got married, but he's been married and he has a kid now, and it was really nice catching up with him. And yeah, so when I do like initiate conversation, like I can talk. Like I don't have a problem with like talking and everything, you know, especially with listening as well too. So I just have a battery, you know, and sometimes it's that battery. If it dies, it dies, and I'm just like, oh,
you're right.
That's it. All right, guys.
Tell you what though. I think as far as he goes, nobody's as introverted as motherfucking Tom, bro.
Yeah, Tom, like, oh my god.
Dude, I think he actually is antisocial, bro.
Yeah.
Like he acted like, I don't know if he actively does it. He's just so good at it that it's passive now. Like, dude, like last week I tried calling him, right? I called him like 5 times, like 2 times on phone and 2 times on Messenger. And like I even texted him and everything. Dude, he didn't get back to me until like for a long time. He didn't get back to me until like after I asked mutual friends, like, hey, you see him? Could you tell him to call me or something?
Block your phone number and everything.
No, he might have, bro.
Yeah.
I swear, I have him on so many friend groups and stuff. I have his number. I'm trying to message him, and he never. Dude, like, if he replies to me, it takes him like at least a couple weeks to reply to me. And by that point, sometimes the message is gone. It's done already, right? Yeah. Like the account message is left.
Hey, bro, you want some food? 2 weeks later. Yeah, sure, I want some.
Yo, bitch, you tough man. No, and like, dude, I love the guy, man. I love the guy, but he's so antisocial, man. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think he's he's just only social when he gets drunk. You know, that's
dude, he's pretty social when he gets drunk, and like he's pretty social when you're in person.
Yeah. Like
I think he just has a bad. I think he just has a hard time staying connected online.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not really
more
like a tech guy either. Like, yeah, like yeah, he but like okay. He's probably the most antisocial out of all of us. Like he did, like I don't think he actively like looks to not socialize, because like he's also a yes man too. So it's just funny.
Yeah, it is.
He's like kind of antisocial and like super introverted, but he's also a yes man. Like I know, like, so his roommates, right?
Fucking bully him all
they
the time.
party a lot more. They party a lot more than he does, and they're all like extroverted people too. So they party a lot more, right? And so like they'd always drag him along to like party.
Come on, man, just 1 beer. Goes out the whole night.
and like holy shit, dude, he's such a yes man. He just can't say no. So it's funny because like he's antisocial, and like he's not really like a true. He's not like a true antisocialist. He's just like really introverted. Yeah. But like he's also a yes man, so he has a hard time saying no.
That's why he tries to be introvert.
So funny.
That's why he tries to be an introvert, because it's like
it's so funny. It's so funny seeing how that plays out.
Yeah.
It's so funny to see how that plays out.
This guy,
but yeah, he's a fucking. Yeah,
this type of dude, guy, he literally would be like, so if your friends jump off a bridge, will you do it? And he's already had 1 foot off the bridge already. Like, that's him. He really is like that, but that's what makes him a good friend though, because like he's not afraid to like voice his opinion on things too as well. So
yeah, plus like if you ever like try to hang out with him, he's usually down. He's like, oh yeah, I'm down to hang out. Yeah. Just it's the contacting him part that's hard. Once you have his attention, if you want to hang out, he's probably down for it. But yeah, okay. Talking about like hanging out and stuff. Our last topic seems to be plans for summer.
Yeah. Didn't we want to go to Chicago, right? For the Brazilian. Chicago,
no. Brazilian steakhouse. It's in Milwaukee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we could go to the one in Chicago, but that's a little far. I feel like Milwaukee, since it's closer, it should be okay.
Yeah, I've never been to a Brazilian steakhouse before, so
I have never either. But our friend Pedro, he's been to one kind of recently. He said it was good, it was fun. I've always been to one. I learned about them like a couple like 4 years ago, and I've been wanting to go to one since, but I've been just it's expensive. It's kind of expensive. It's like $50-$60 per person, but it's like an all-you-can-eat meat buffet. So it's tight. Like basically, they come with servers, come like in rotations, like I think like every 5-10 minutes with like new meat, and then you can just get new meat, and get like fresh meat as it comes out.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, it sounds fucking amazing. I want to do Brazilian steakhouse so bad.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever eaten like a place where they cook it in front of you, right? Or like you cook it.
No, they cook it in the bag, but they bring it fresh to you. They bring it fresh around around the restaurant.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And then yeah.
Damn.
But yeah,
Shit.
so we're gonna. So yeah, this is that steakhouse. Yeah. Have you replied to Peter or me yet about that?
Peter told me a while back already.
Oh, so he
So
gave you a personal. Okay.
Yeah, he gave me a personal invite, and I was
Yeah,
like,
because it looks to be like
hell
maybe
yeah, I
like four,
wanna
like
go.
looks to be
Yeah.
like 5-6 of us. Looks to be like 5-6 of us. Yeah, all of us guys over here, and then maybe even like Sean, because he moved up. He moved up here.
Get some more. Some of our other buddies too.
Yeah, because they finished with their stuff in Florida, so they
Yeah.
moved
I
up.
definitely want to hang out with everybody again. I definitely want.
Right. Just like
Because
one last time before we all get way too busy, because half of us, because like the half of us that haven't finished school have almost finished school. There's literally one guy left. Tom's the only one who hasn't finished yet.
Yeah.
Everybody else is done with their degree.
Yeah.
He's like 1-2 semesters away.
Yeah.
So by the end of I think by the end of this
This
year, by the end of this year or by the end of this next
Upcoming
school
semester.
year,
Yeah.
he'll be done, and he's actually gonna move up to. He actually said he's gonna move up to Michigan for move like up to Michigan for grad school.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn. Congrats to
Yeah.
Tom.
So it's like, yeah. So he's gonna be, yeah. So he's gonna be gone far,
Yeah.
far too. So like, yeah. So let's do this one last time before everybody runs out of time.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I definitely do want to, throw like a mini party, because everyone's like graduated already, and like and people who aren't, it's very close to them, and it's gonna be very exciting to see what everyone else does, and just catch up with everybody again, because it's been a while since I've seen a couple of people, and like only hanging out with them like a day or two is like not enough, So
Yeah.
I definitely do
Going
wanna-
from seeing everybody almost like, at least like once a week or a
every
couple
day,
times a
even
week.
almost every day, to be honest.
Yeah. To like once
a
every
month,
2 months is like
2 months, 3
so
months, yeah.
hard. Like even though I'm still up here with like a bunch of the other guys, right? I don't even see all of them all that often. Like
Yeah.
like I'll be lucky to see like Cam and Ant. Too.
Yeah.
I'll be lucky to see them. I see like the only one I see is Tom on a regular basis. That's because we had class together. Like everybody else is like, oh man, I can barely see anybody. Like
Yes.
low key, I see you more than I see Camry.
That's facts. Actually, yeah.
And
I
like,
haven't seen this dude in,
we're
like,
closer to, and we're in closer
Yeah.
proximity to each other.
I haven't seen that dude in like 6 months. To be honest, I think it's been almost like a year
Right.
now or half a year since I've seen him. So, yeah, man.
No
It's,
way, oh yeah, you didn't see him.
Yeah.
You didn't go to.
yeah, I wanted to
Fort.
go, but then something happened recently, and I went to that one instead because it was in town. So, but yeah, I definitely do want to catch up with all my buddies again, and talk to every single one of them. Just hang out, because might be a little cheeky, throw a party here again, Hopefully don't get the cops calling me again.
Yeah, good luck with that,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. Maybe, who knows? I'll try to see what I can do to set up, because I do definitely want to hang out with everybody again.
Right, it'll be fun to just hang out.
Especially since summer's coming up, this would be a great time to grill out. And
Right, for real.
I do want to definitely use my grill again, because we've had that. I don't even know how long ago since we cleaned the grill in my garage, and I definitely want to get some use out of it still.
Dude, if anything, we should definitely plan we should go on a camping trip.
I think the last
sounds
time we
fun.
ever went on a camping trip was our sophomore year.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know what that place was called?
No, but it was all the way up
Yeah,
by Green Bay near Appleton. No, not Appleton. No, by Green Bay. It's like all the way up there
It was in Green Bay? No, it wasn't. I thought it was like out. I thought it was more out west.
in the middle of like Wisconsin. Probably
Yeah, it
is.
was like central Wisconsin.
I don't know.
'Cause,
We went northwest. That's it.
Yeah, it
That's
was like, I
all-
thought it was towards like go. It wasn't quite there, but it was like towards like Point. I was like more
Sorta.
towards Point.
It's like in between. There's somewhere around there, but yeah, we definitely should go back.
Yeah, dude, we gotta go on like like some sort of road trip to like a nice state park or something.
Yeah.
That seems fun.
Devil's Lake.
Could go to Devil's Lake. Hang out at Devil's Lake for a day.
Yeah.
That seems fun as hell.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of plans that we could do this summer, and I definitely do want to hang out with people more, especially since like a lot of our friends are gonna be moving out too. And so,
Right. Dude, everybody's moving over too. I've been talking to everybody, and like we're gonna be all over the state by the end of this year.
Yeah.
Like nobody, like very few people are gonna be like in the same location anymore.
Yeah, we all
got a
met in
couple
Oshkosh,
guys
but we're
just about
probably gonna
everywhere.
be leaving Oshkosh by the end of this year.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be only like 2-3 guys left in Osh by the time this year ends.
Yeah, it's kind of sad to hear, to hear that, just like
Yeah, it's
all
a
the
bit
memories.
depressing.
Yeah, it's a little bit depressing. You think back of like all the memories we made and stuff like that, and like how fun it was. And
Yeah, and like looking at some other friend groups, they're all a lot of them are able to stay like local, and so
Yeah.
they're close to each other. And it was like, damn, I wish that was the case for us, but
I know.
our careers and like our lives are just taking us all over the place. And
yeah,
it's like, I just hope we get to hang out. I just hope we get to hang out before like the adult life just takes too much.
yeah.
Cause like I feel like for sure after we all get settled 1-2 years into our careers, right, we should be okay and be able to hang out even more. But it's like you guys are like literally my only friends. Like I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
My social life is gonna be kaput once we all separate.
Damn, you telling me I had to make new friends? No.
Right. I don't want to make new, but like I
No.
don't want to make new friends either though. I don't want to make new friends.
Yeah.
Like I like my friends. I like my friends now. I don't want to make new friends.
Yeah. I shouldn't say that because I should
yeah,
hang
you know,
out with other people other than you guys. So. And
Yeah,
I think
I have other friends
Yeah.
too, but it's like you guys are like my closest friends. So
yeah,
it's like,
in a sense, yeah.
you know,
I think not hanging out with you guys has made me realize that I should probably socialize a little bit more outside of this friend group,
I
And-
definitely should.
yeah.
I definitely should.
And luckily I have been doing that, especially when I first moved back to my hometown Sheboygan. It's like meeting a bunch of these people that I basically kind of grew up with, but I never talked to, and just like just reconnecting with them and becoming good friends with them too. Now it's just like, no, this is like what I've been missing for like a good couple months. So yeah,
Right.
it definitely does feel pretty nice. But yeah, I think definitely we should hang out.
Yeah.
One
Well,
of
yeah,
these we do have to. Not that we should. We have to. Like we actually have to. Yeah. So.
All right. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have anything else you gotta say, or
I don't
any
have
other topics you want to bring up?
I don't really know. I don't have an ending topic to have on. We're under 2 hours on this for the first time, so.
Under 2 hours, yeah. But
Yeah.
I won't lie. I'm kind of a. Dude, these allergies have been killing me, man.
Dude, same.
And like,
Fuck.
and like, I'm kind of like, I've been doing some yard work all day because my parents are expanding their patio.
Mhm.
So like we're renovating. We're renovating. We're moving my mom's garden and expanding our patio. So we've been doing a lot, and I've been doing a lot of like digging today. So I'm kind of dehydrated. I'm a little parched, so I'm kind of done. Kind of done speaking at the moment.
Dude, I don't know what the fuck's been going on, but like ever since freaking spring hit, my allergies have been like acting up, bro.
Dude, for real. Like
Actually,
this year's
like-
been especially bad.
Did something just happen to my body when I turned like 23 or something? Cause like holy shit, bro, like things are just hitting me different now. Like I didn't think allergies were that bad when I was like my 20s, like early like 20, like 19, 20, 21. Like allergies were like, oh, that's a minor inconvenience, but it's not that bad. But now like at work, I'm like fucking my nose is like freaking leaking out snot. My freaking eyes are like all watery and shit. Even when I take like medicine. Shit,
Right,
I
you
can't.
just feel like you're dying, right?
Yeah, like I can't even freaking drink as much as I used to anymore too. My body's like freaking giving out.
I think this is what happened, right? Like for allergies and stuff. Like so because of the COVID, we didn't really spend that much time outside the last like couple years, right?
That's probably true.
And so our bodies aren't used to the pollen. So now that we are able to go outside and shit, it's just hitting us way more.
That's true. Yeah.
That's one thing I'm thinking that might be affected, at least for me, right? Because I'm usually pretty good with allergies. I don't really get seasonal allergies that much, right? Like maybe once every couple of years I get hit like a little bit, but like this year has been especially bad. But I usually don't get allergies, so I'm really confused.
I feel like an old man
on
now,
why
dude.
it's so bad this year.
I'll be honest. I feel like an old man.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm like the youngest out of the friend group, essentially, other than like a couple of our friends.
You're not the youngest, dude. You're not the youngest. You're like middle. You're not the youngest, bro. Dude, we have 3 guys who are
Oh
younger.
yeah, you're right. Never mind.
By a
Like,
year, bro.
you're right.
We're
You're
not
right.
the
You know what?
youngest.
I retract my statement. But
You're like the middle. I think you're solid middle. I think the oldest, I think it's Sean though, right?
Yeah.
Sean, the
Yeah.
oldest. But
I
like
like to feel like I'm always youthful, you know. I like to feel like I could party with the youngings again, but I really can't. Just actually, just yesterday, my cousins they just graduated, and so they're hosting a party at a park, and I finished. I think I passed on my bottle of Jameson. And usually Jameson's really nice, you know. Usually he doesn't stink too much. And so I took like a shot with everybody, but I guess I must have poured a little too much more than I thought I can handle, because I took like a good half a shot, like a quarter of a shot, and then I took like a third, 3/4 of a shot. So basically, one full like red small solo cup of a shot.
yeah.
In entirety. And then like afterwards, I'm like, damn, bro, I don't think that was the move. Like, I don't think that was the move.
What I think? You know what I think, bro? I think you're just not healthy enough. Man,
That's
you might just not be healthy enough. Your body's just
Yeah.
probably not taking it well because you're not healthy enough.
To be fair, though,
That's what I'm thinking too.
yeah,
For me, like I feel like I could still hang, but that's because I in terms of alcohol, right? I'm a bigger guy.
yeah.
I have a higher percentage body fat, so I can in terms of absorption, I can absorb more alcohol, right? And so, but you're a relatively skinny guy, right? You're a relatively skinny guy. You don't have a lot of. You're like really low body fat, but you also aren't really big, like muscular either. You know,
Yeah.
you're more just slim, and so that alcohol is gonna run through your system way quicker and just hit you really quick, right?
That's true.
And so I think you're just not as in terms of like. I'm not saying you're sickly or nothing, but it just turns out like overall health. Maybe you just aren't as healthy as you once was, especially with how much we drank over the years. You know, it's definitely taking a hit.
It's
right?
probably like your body's
definitely
like,
taking it.
yeah, time to shut down, buddy.
Yeah, he's like, hold on, bro. We haven't fully recovered. Like, yeah, for me, what I'm feeling is that if I go hard like how I used to, the hangovers definitely affect me way more now.
It hurts a lot.
But I think that's just because overall I've gotten less healthy than I was when I first started college. Like when I first started college, I was quite light. I was a lot lighter. I was like 190, 180, 190, right? Now I'm like 220. So I've gained like, 40, 50, like 30, 40 pounds. And I've also lost muscle mass. And so it's like I could probably drink more than I used to just because my tolerance is higher. But in terms of like being healthy and having it affect me the next day, alcohol affects me a lot more the next day. Like if I drink really hard, I'm for sure gonna be out for the count the next day, like for like a good 3 hours extra. So if I usually get up at like a 9, right? I usually can't get up to 12 if I go hard.
Yeah, that's true. I'm starting to develop like a little bit of a gut for some reason. Like all my fat's like just going a little bit into my stomach.
Ooh, you got a beer belly?
I hope I don't, because it looks kind of weird when you're skinny to have a beer belly.
No, yeah, dude. No,
So,
honestly,
yeah.
dude. Honestly, man. Maybe just start hitting the gym, bro. For me,
Yeah.
like I've been trying to hit the gym more often. Like I've been hitting like last year I hit the gym with like Ant for a good a month and a half together before he switched his schedule, and I had to do it by myself. And then stuff happened, and I just kind of stopped going. And I started going again like at the beginning of this year. It was pretty good until about March, and then like it was like after like a couple weeks of sickness and recovery and like everything, it was like kind of on and off. I'm thinking for like the summer and everything, I'm gonna try to work out more and I just really lose weight, really like cut back my weight down to under 200. Yeah, really try to cut my weight back down to 200. So I have about like 20 pounds to go.
Yeah,
Definitely, I think I might have to go on a rice cleanse. I think I eat too much rice. That's too much like carbs I'm not burning off. I'm about to like really cut back.
Yeah, I think for me, I've been eating more, because I look back like how I used to look at like for a freshman year. I'm like, damn, that was really skinny Brandon. Like that guy was like under 120 pounds when I was like a freshman. I think now I'm probably like almost 130 maybe now. so relatively healthy, weight wise. But I definitely do want to work out. I didn't say this before, but I actually got accepted to a position in the Waukesha area for my new job. So
congrats, bro. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. But with that, I think I could probably. I'm probably gonna be moving to Milwaukee too, just so it's an easier commute to the place. And what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna be working with kids with autism. That's it. So, and I think once I do move down there, I probably will have a lot more free time because most of my time has been consumed with like going to work for like 8 to 9 hours and then coming home at like 10. And like I usually don't like working. I don't like working out at nighttime. I usually like working in the morning.
Yeah.
But or like at least it's like late afternoon, but like definitely not like midnight kind of working. I don't really like working out around that time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I personally, I've worked out in the morning and in the afternoon. I've been doing like last year. I did morning workouts, and then this year I started with afternoon workouts. I feel like I'd rather do morning workouts because they help me wake up more. To give me a reason, honestly, to give me more of a more physical reason to get up, right? You wake up, you go work out, gives you a more physical reason, it gets your blood pumping, and then after that you take a shower, so you feel really refreshed midway through the day, right? Like I made a post last year. I was like, oh man, dude, I don't know if working out is making me change physically at all, but like midday showers sure are nice.
Yeah.
Because they are, dude. Midday showers are fucking amazing,
They
dude. So like working out in the So like if you work out and like take like a shower, like I work out like I was usually working out from like 8 to 9 or like 9 to 10 or something, right? And I shower and then go do the rest of my day, right? I just felt so much more refreshed because like you work out, you're a little sore from the lifting, but like overall you took a shower, you feel good, you like clean, you go to class, you're clean, you can have a fresh thinking. Like this semester, like academically I did a lot worse than last semester. Like last semester I was in like honor roll, and I want to think that's probably because I was like my routine was just better, and that might be because I was working out in the mornings, which helped me wake up more, and I was more attentive, like more attentive overall, right? And this semester, like working out in the afternoon, that with work, you come back and you work out, you're then like if you work out at the end of the day too, you're tired, you don't want to go after you just want to relax because it's also late, right? So your internal clock's just like, oh, you're tired, it's late, go to sleep, so you don't get any homework done, and it's just, oh man, it's so fucking tough. So this semester I did a lot worse than I did last semester,
and the cycle just repeats, and it's just like, damn.
Yeah, it's just fucking bad.
Like, I want to wake up early. It's like I'll do all this, and then you just end up not doing it because so I definitely do plan on becoming a lot more healthier this year, and yeah, man, it's like I feel like this is something I should have done in 2020 if COVID didn't happen, to be honest. But and then I was like, you know what? When COVID's done at the beginning of 2021, when COVID's gone, I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna keep exercising. And then it didn't. And it's like, okay, 2022, let's do this. And then my job was like, yeah, no, how about you not do that? I was like, oh, okay. I guess I won't go out and exercise anymore. Yeah, I'll dedicate 10 hours of my life every single day to work. Yeah, I'll do that. But yeah, I think now, like, I think definitely getting a schedule is definitely something that I have to do to make my life a little bit easier to do. So that's something I definitely do plan on bettering myself in the future. So all right, I think that's it, right?
That's it.
I don't want to make you more parched than you already are.
Yeah, thanks.
All right.
So future plans is just to get healthier and hang out more. Yeah. Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah, it sounds like a good plan to me as well. All right. So this has been another episode of the Scuffcast with my friend, the professor with a degree, Lijxeeb, and as always, your boy Brandon as well too. And make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content. And hopefully by the next time we record, we'll have more events to talk about, especially with Lijxeeb going overseas. So
Yeah. Next time we talk, we could probably actually talk about what I did in Germany.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
yeah, definitely look forward to that. So, all right, thank you for joining us. Oh.
Bye.
Bye. That's so awkward. Oh, that's so awkward.